Hello, good morning and welcome. Wow, what a day was yesterday and what a day promises to be today. Welcome to Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television. I am Nana Tufo-Boateng, and that song you heard in the background before we started, it's just to announce to you, in fact, it's just to follow up on the announcement made earlier to you that the Heritage Caravan 2026 is officially sold out. We sold out within hours of the announcement, and it's just amazing. I want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone. Listen, even if you were unable to make it onto the caravan, yeah, keep trying, okay? So you start preparing from now for next year, because it looks like the way and manner in which we sold out in hours, perhaps and possibly so, next year we will sell out in minutes. It's amazing. Listen, some of us come to work at dawn, right? And when we got here yesterday at dawn, there were vehicles parked outside of our office premises, just waiting for the announcement, waiting for us to break communication, and then they just entered to make payments. And you see, it's not like you're coming to register and go, and then we'll call you late. No, they came with their money ready, and within hours of the announcement, my God, this year's Heritage Caravan promises to be something else. It's our 10th anniversary. We're doing 14 regions in 8 days. And listen, count yourself lucky, count yourself blessed to be part of the caravan. It was the mad rush yesterday for like seats or tickets to the caravan. Absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. And I want to say thank you to everybody. Just be on the lookout. If you registered yesterday, you made your payments yesterday, you've secured your seat onto the bus, okay, or onto the caravan. So just be on the lookout for subsequent announcements on preparations, what to carry along, where we're going, the various sites that we'll be visiting, where we'll be sleeping, and all of that, okay? But it's just amazing, and we're short of words. Like, wow, simply wow. And like we've done over the years, we promise you an experience you shall have. Trust me, it promises to be exciting. I mean, definitely we're going to visit historic sites, we're going to visit iconic sites, we're going to visit tourist sites. It's just going to be amazing. And the package, the kind of things we're putting together for the 10th anniversary, you can't wait till March, eh? Neither can I. So yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed and let's pray for grace and for life in abundance, okay? So that in March, from the 1st to the 8th, you and I will head out of the Greater Accra region into an adventure of a lifetime. The Heritage Caravan is here, and yeah, so you can see, just like that too, immediately after the announcements. Yeah, this is somewhere Muli. This is Dakbama Palace. Yeah, this one we're on the road somewhere. The places are so many. This is Accra, Jamestown. That's the Maha Beach Resort. This is the Muli National Park. Yeah, this is Accra as well. So yeah, beautiful sights. I mean, the views will be amazing. And this was yesterday, so you can see. We actually had to do a setup to welcome patrons who are coming in to register or to make payments for the caravan. And this year's promises to be amazing as well. Yeah, so we look forward to it. It's happening from the 1st to the 8th of March 2026. 14 regions in 8 days. One legendary caravan. And it's an adventure. Yep. It's culture in motion. And an epic adventure that promises to be very, very, very exciting. All right, so the road trips itself, the activities on the bus, the fun-packed sessions when we arrive at the various hotels, and of course the reception at the hotels, the parties, the history that we'll be consuming, the knowledge that you'll be taking home from the various places in this beautiful country. Yesterday, Elvis was here and he was amazed that there's somewhere in Accra called Tigopu, Ablekuma Tigopu. You understand? So Charlie, don't think you've seen Ghana. You haven't seen a quarter of this country. Trust me. There are so many wonderful places out there in this country. And we're promising you, we'll serve you, just enough of that for a year. And then the following year, we'll go again. The next year, we'll go again. So yeah, that's what we are promising you, an experience, a wow experience. And trust us to deliver, God being kind to us, even as God enables us to do so. All right, so once again, welcome to the Breakfast Daily here on Channel One Television. And I would like to entreat you to go onto the Google Play Store. That's where you can download the Channel One News app, and you can get all the news, all the 411, all the information. It's relevant, it's factual, it's accurate, it's timely. They're all on the Channel One News app. So download the app from the Google Play Store, install onto your phone or whatever device. The interface is quite user-friendly, simple to navigate. You shouldn't have any challenges at all. This one is a no-stress answer to the news. So yeah, download the Channel One News app from the Google Play Store, and you can have access to it. Now, the 7th of January 2025, John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, was sworn in as the 6th President of the 4th Republic. He has done 1 year as president together with his government. And so here at Channel One Television, we have empaneled some seasoned thought leaders who will be assessing the government, or if like the president's 1 year in office. So it's Mahama 2.0. Yeah, Mahama 2.0. John Mahama 2.0 thematic assessment of year 1. And we're going to be looking at various sectors, as we've put it, thematic assessment. So yeah, it's going to be a thematic assessment of the various sectors. For education, we have the likes of Kofi Asare. He's the Executive Director of Africa Education Watch. On governance, we have Mary Ada, Executive Director, Transparency International Ghana. Dr. Roger Adamu Luri Canton, Chief Research Scientist, formerly with the CSIR, Savannah Agricultural Research Institute. You have Professor William Boateng, he's an economist. Dr. Ekuya Odum, an environmental scientist. And then we have David Ofosu Dorte, he's a managing partner at AB and David Africa. And so we're looking at education, governance, agriculture, economy, environment, infrastructure. And we have all these seasoned thought leaders who will be taking us through these various topics today, even as we assess the president's 1 year in office. John Mahama 2.0, a thematic assessment of year 1. We go live at 11 a.m. all the way to 2 p.m. So make a date with us. You don't want to miss it. A thematic assessment of year 1 for John Mahama 2.0. It's like the second coming, you understand? But this one is not Sounds of Our Time. Yeah, it's an assessment of the president's delivery, what he said, what he has done, how he has done it, what it has resulted to, and of course, what gains have been made, what gains can be consolidated, what needs to be reviewed, reformed, or changed. All right? So that's what we're looking at today from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. live on Channel One Television. Please make a date with us. It's going to be very, very informative, very educative, very enlightening, and there'll be so many takeaways from this roundtable discussion. So join us on Channel One Television as well as 97.3 City FM. All right. Now, one thing you know or might not pay attention to is the fact that anytime you consume something foreign, you are investing in a foreign country. Anytime you consume any foreign product on the shelf, you are employing or paying the salary of an employee in a foreign country. So why don't we flip the page and eat Ghanaian, okay? Why don't we flip the page, invest in our own economy, to grow our own economy, to create jobs for our people, to improve the livelihoods of our people, to ensure some level of security for our own people, for our country, for ourselves. And that's why we're running this campaign, the Eat Ghana, Build Ghana campaign. Okay, and we're saying that eating Ghanaian isn't just a choice, it is a movement. Eating Ghanaian isn't just a choice, it is a movement. All right, so we'll entreat you to join us on this particular campaign. Now, you see, we keep talking about patriotism, but it shouldn't just be the talk. We should walk the talk by tasting it. And so, don't just talk patriotism, taste it. We're asking you to eat Ghana and build Ghana. Eat Ghana, build Ghana. So join this campaign. Anytime you step out, your priority list should have Ghanaian products at the top. And then, of course, we can all invest in our local economy to boost the same economy, to improve the livelihoods of our farmers, to ensure some security for our farmers, and, of course, to invest in our local economy. So eat Ghana, build Ghana. Eat Ghana, build Ghana. And we know and believe that you have seen and heard us, and so you will join us on this particular campaign. Thank you so very much. Let's get into the newspapers for today, shall we? Start off with the Ghanaian Times. Front page has a nice picture of the governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Esiama. He appeared before the Public Accounts Committee yesterday, and Ghanaian Times is reporting that Gold for Oil program faces 2.2 billion cedi audit. Gold for Oil program faces 2.2 billion cedi audit. Other stories: no protocol admissions in ongoing police recruitment. That's according to the Interior Minister, Mohammed Mubarak. And then you have KGL welcomes President's Directive for Contract Review. KGL welcomes President's Directive for Contract Review. Shun pessimism, focus on progress. Reverend Wengam urges Ghanaians. Shun pessimism, focus on progress. Reverend Wengam urges Ghanaians. That's the front page of the Ghanaian Times. Let me jump to the back page real quick. Landma re-erects fences to curb pedestrian deaths. Landma re-erects fences to curb pedestrian deaths. We'll find time to deal with this matter because I don't understand. You see that stretch, and that Medina Zongo Junction stretch has recorded more than 25 deaths, with several others sustaining severe injuries in recent months. And this is largely due to pedestrians refusing to use the footbridges located at Zongo Junction and Redco Flats areas. The thing has been put there for your own security. I remember somewhere, was it 2018 or 2019? There was a spike in pedestrian knockdowns on that stretch, which even led to some citizen protests that pushed for the construction of those footbridges. I think there were 4 on the stretch, and you won't use it. You still want to cross. Hey, Charlie, everything okay? You're sacrificing caution for convenience. You're sacrificing safety for comfort. Now, Boko there. 25 deaths and several injuries in the recent months. We'll find time to deal with this thing and this Ghanaian attitude of, I don't know. Anyways, final story on the back page of the Ghanaian Times. Ghana signs bilateral labor deal with Qatar. Ghana signs bilateral labor deal with Qatar. So that's the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Let me bring you the Daily Graphic. Daily Graphic says, stabilizing the economy. Governor pushes for gold for reserve reform. Stabilizing the economy. Governor pushes for gold for reserve reform. VAT reforms ease burden on small businesses. VAT reforms ease burden on small businesses. Police screening exercise takes off smoothly in Accra. Police screening exercise takes off smoothly in Accra, and you have raising leaders deliberate exercise. Sian a Japan states at Josmon Leadership Conference. All right, so that's the Daily Graphic newspaper. Let's go to the Daily Guide. I'll take you to the Daily Guide. Gold Board delivers gains despite cost. That's according to a report. Gold Board delivers gains despite cost. Detained Boko rival chief. Court orders AG to file report. Detained Boko rival chief. Court orders AG to file report. Wontumi illegal mining trial begins. And then you have Reverend Stephen Wengam here again, who says, be grateful to God. Be grateful to God, Reverend Wengam to Ghanaians. There's some story here on the top left-hand corner of the paper. I don't know if I should review it or not. Because the face I am seeing here, he has no right to even... let me just read the headline and leave it. Man kills girlfriend for denying him sex. Go and look at his face. That he has killed a human being because the person denied him sex. Go and see his face. This country, Nankasa. Maybe you should leave the country for me for 2 months. 2 months. And let me deal with some of these issues. You've killed a human being because of sex. It's okay. Let me take you to the Chronicle newspaper. Government lost 7 billion cedis from 2022 to 2024 through gold for reserves and domestic gold purchase programs. That's according to the BOG. Government lost 7 billion cedis from 2022 to 2024 through gold for reserves and domestic gold purchase programs, as according to the BOG. QNet again. Police rescue 47 victims. QNet again. Police rescue 47 victims. Ghana's economic stability could be short-lived without tough reforms. Ghana's economic stability could be short-lived without tough reforms. Our scripture for today is from John 10:10. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. John 10:10. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. So that's the Chronicle newspaper. Let me bring you the New Republic. The New Republic says, First Atlantic Bank's CJ Hail Mary. Nigerian bank guns for Ghana judge after DDEP bond heist failout. First Atlantic Bank's CJ Hail Mary. Nigerian bank guns for Ghana judge after DDEP bond heist fallout. Aviation safety engineers threaten strike as GCAA labor crisis deepens. Aviation safety engineers threaten strike as GCAA labor crisis deepens. That's the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, GCAA. Achimota SHS student dies amid allegations of negligence by school authorities. The Ghana Education Service needs to really step in to investigate some of these matters. Yesterday, I raised an issue regarding a proprietress who had forcibly dipped the foot of a child. Go on our socials, go to our Facebook, you see the video there. It's just heart-wrenching. And the Gender Ministry has expressed interest in this matter. We'll take it up because the woman has refused to speak to anyone. And she's been snobbish to the family. If your good intentions resulted in damage, resulted in a negative output, just take responsibility for it. Take responsibility. That's what we're asking. Don't worry. Government clears 1.4 billion US dollar energy debt. Wind sprays from power firms and unions. And then you have gold for oil black hole exposes fiscal rot. So that's the New Republic newspaper. Now I'm going to take you online and bring you some stories from our web portals. I'm going to start off with channel1newsonline.com. channel1newsonline.com. What do we have for you this morning? Let's see some of the stories that they're leading with, and then we can look at them. Government pays $1.47 billion to clean up energy sector debt, strengthen Ghana's credit worthiness. Okay, that's a story from yesterday. Victor Smith, Ghana's ambassador to the U.S., is speaking, and he says medical assessment confirms Ofori-Atta fit for detention. That's Victor Smith speaking there. He says medical assessment confirms Ofori-Atta fit for detention. Ghana's development plans wishful thinking. That's according to Professor Frimpong Boateng. Now, if you know, you know. Former environment minister under the Akufo-Addo government. Ghana's development plans wishful thinking. Kolebu Cardio Center needs massive expansion. Again, Professor Frimpong Boateng speaking there. He sat with Bernard Avle on The Point of View last night here on Channel 1 Television. BOG losses absorbed off budget. That's the Vice Chair of the Public Accounts Committee, Davis Opoku-Ansah, speaking there. He was speaking on the Channel 1 newsroom last night. Power outage hits major parts of Kumasi. Peace FM journalist assault. No wrong justifies assault. That's according to the Eastern Regional GJA chair. Ododo Diodio MP. EcoGuard task force to restore sanity on beaches soon. EcoGuard task force to restore sanity on beaches soon. Mahama's first year a disappointment. That's according to MPP Youth. Mahama's first year a disappointment. That's according to the MPP Youth. 2026 Heritage Caravan fully booked under 12 hours. 2026 Heritage Caravan fully booked under 12 hours. GJA calls for investigations after alleged assault on Peace FM journalist. GRA sets 225 billion CD revenue target for 2026 amid VAT reforms. Ghana welcomes 500 African Americans under Beyond the Return initiative. And then you have BOG to reform gold interventions. BOG to reform gold interventions. Let's now go to citynewsroom.com. Weak forex controls could cost banks their trading licenses. BOG warns. Weak forex controls could cost banks their trading licenses. BOG warns. Container traffic rises 23%. Passenger movements dip slightly. That's according to a BOG report. Current NPP is fake. Frimpong Boateng slams party direction. Abai. Current NPP is fake. Frimpong Boateng slams party direction. Re-electing Bawumia's flag bearer would be a train wreck. Again, Professor Frimpong Boateng speaking. And again, he says Ghana must watch global standards in surgery. Or must match, I beg your pardon. Ghana must match global standards in surgery. That's according to Frimpong Boateng. Now you have widespread blackouts hit major parts of Kumasi. Health Minister convenes sector leaders for 2025 performance review and the 2026 outlook. Witness says he has no proof. Won't to me assigned Samurai Boy concession. In the Ashanti region, over 2,000 recruits undergo police enlistment exercise and a police recruitment scam. One suspect arrested. All right, so go online. You can get details of these stories and several others. citynewsroom.com, channel1newsonline.com, or you can download the Channel 1 News app from the Google Play Store. Now, today is the birthday of Patience Koko Ajiman Nikwe, and the message says, I thank God for your life. You are blessed and highly favored. You will shine like the star. God answers all your secret prayers from your sweet mommy, Miss Victoria Amaka Tego. So it says, happy birthday, Patience Koko Ajimanikwe. I thank God for your life. You are blessed and highly favored, and you will shine like the star. May God answer all your secret prayers. And it's from your sweet mommy, Miss Victoria Amaka Tego. Patience, we wish you well. May the good Lord continue to favor you. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the news review segment.
The Sweet Rose Secondary School SWESCO Alumni Association invites all alumni to its annual all-year groups Thanksgiving and Remembrance Service. There will be remembrance of the departed PSCs and also the launch of the 67th Speech and Prize Giving Day. The date, Sunday the 18th of January 2026. Time, it's 2 p.m. Venue, Cedar Mountain Assemblies of God Church, East Legon. Contact your year group president and register your attendance now. Semper Cum Optimus, always with the best.
station full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters face to face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Umaru Sanda Amadou sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
Yes, I am Umaru Sanda Amadou. This is Face to Face, and you're welcome.
I say very often on the floor of Parliament that when we were in government, we got some things right, we got some things wrong.
Are you still planning to go to Parliament, or you want to look at National Party office position?
No, I'll be going back to Parliament. There's an unfinished business which I need to do.
Sports has 3 legs: development, management, and promotion.
Disintegration is extreme. We do not wish that even on your worst enemy.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umaru Sanda Amadou on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel One TV.
Welcome to the Health Quarters Ghana, where medical science meets everyday life. Join Dr. Gideon Hassan and the irrepressible Clemento Suarez as they tackle health issues.
My name is Dr. Gideon Hassan. I have with me here my co-host, Clemento Suarez.
I knew how it felt anytime I started to feel the pain.
Whether it is hernia, breast cancer, cataract, or infertility, the show brings together victims to share their real life stories and experts to debunk myths.
If you wear cotton supporter, and they be a pampers and a benwa or bosom.
Hey.
So you see, instead of it being raw egg, I done it because you animal.
Make a date with us every Sunday at 4 p.m. on Channel One TV. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and all social media platforms at Health Quarters Ghana.
In a world filled with challenges, we all need guidance, hope, and a lifeline to anchor us.
This is Lifeline, and I'm your host, Fred Crunchy Mensah.
From social issues, relationship challenges, and family matters, Lifeline is here to inspire, uplift, and guide you on your journey.
Where we give you support, where we hold your hand through the valley and through the thick and thins of life.
Join Bishop Fred Crunchy Mensah.
I welcome you especially to Lifeline.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on Channel One TV. Let's walk this path together, strengthen our faith, our families, and our lives. Lifeline, because every soul deserves a guiding light. Tune in to Lifeline on Channel One TV and let's grow together.
Hello there. Thank you so much for choosing us. This is Breakfast Daily on Channel One Television. I am Nana Tufuo Boateng. It's time for the news review segment where we get to have a conversation around some of the topical issues, bring you varying perspectives, and invite you to join the conversation. You can send in your comments, your thoughts, your contributions to the show. The WhatsApp number is on your screens. You can join us on our socials. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. We're interactive on X, very engaging on Instagram, and you can enjoy some exclusive video content from Channel One TV on TikTok. All right, let me say good morning to the gentleman in studio. Quick introduction. Dr. Thomas Anaba is the Member of Parliament for Garu. Honorable, good morning. Good to have you.
Good morning to you.
Welcome.
Good morning to your cherished viewers and listeners.
It's
good morning to the good people of Garu.
What about the bad people?
Everybody in Garu is good. Everybody in Garu is
Everyone
good.
in Garu is good.
Everyone in Garu is good. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been here. They made a good choice.
Very well. So good morning to the people of Garu this morning. Larry Dogbe is the managing editor of the Herald newspaper. So Larry, good morning. Good to have you.
Good morning.
And then Dr. Dixon Adomaku Kisi is the former Member of Parliament for Anya Soto. I didn't add any people to it. So
well, both the good and bad.
Very well.
And even
the ugly.
Don't say that and you'll hook him up.
you know, growing up, that was one of the nice cartoons that I used to enjoy.
Yeah.
That is a typical dada boy.
You're watching cartoons, eh?
Larry, you didn't refer to Larry to greet good people of the Herald.
The Herald newspaper. The patrons of the Herald newspaper. And the consumers of his media.
Are they good journalists in Ghana?
Are they not?
We'll be meeting.
Are they not?
We'll be meeting.
You are still on your campaign trail.
This time you coming back
to Parliament?
Yeah.
There's a possibility.
Okay, so he's coming.
So he needs the good people.
Yeah. you know what they will say? Our friends from the Inky fraternity.
Yeah.
Our friends.
The people have been calling you, I'm sure. They want you back.
Let's focus.
Anyway, so we'll start with proceedings from the Public Accounts Committee yesterday. There was the Governor of the Bank of Ghana appearing before the committee. The matter of the domestic gold purchasing program was quite dominant during that particular public hearing. And the revelation is that the BOG incurred some 5.6 billion CD loss in 2024 owing to the gold purchasing program. It's become a bit of a controversial subject following that IMF report on the $214 million losses, which was attributed for whatever reason to the Gold Board. BOG won't take responsibility for it. Gold Board won't take responsibility for it. now we've put both programs, the gold for oil, gold for reserves, together. So this loss, how do we recover from this? Let me start with you, Doctor.
Thank you very much for having me. This is a serious issue. I think there was an objective for the Ghana Gold Purchasing Program, and the objective was mainly to have some reserves of gold and to improve our currency.
Yes.
So that it will have some value. So throughout the 3 years the NPP was in power, they carried out this gold for oil and gold for reserve. We realized that from reports we are getting now is that, and what we experienced was that actually the reserves increased. That one is true. But the CD never strengthened. The CD kept depreciating until the new government came into power, the NDC government came into power. So looking at the real objective of it, it means it didn't achieve its targeted goals.
Yeah.
But with the Gold Board coming in, we've seen an appreciable achievement of the objectives of what it was meant for, together with the Bank of Ghana also working very hard on the monetary aspect to stabilize our CD and increase our reserve, both domestic and international. So if we hear that there were losses, could we attribute these losses to the causes of the inability not to achieve the main objectives of the GDPP? So I think the call to really investigate into it, both nationally and internationally, is a call in the right direction, because 5-point-something billion is not anything small to just overlook at it. We must go into the details. Banks normally, we all know the work of banks to ensure that our monetary policy is stable, and then the governments will make sure that our fiscal policies are followed prudently, so that at least we don't incur losses, we don't invest badly, and then the rest. Yeah, we had a very good governor of Bank of Ghana, Addison, and we had a very good economic management team, very solid. What advice? Did they see these things coming, or they didn't see it coming? I think that the program really need to be looked at. Who were those responsible? Recently, we heard the news about Gold Board having incurred losses. I think we don't need to debate so much about it. Many economists have come out even MPP stalwarts have come out to say, look, it's not the issue of them incurring losses, it's the exchange rate that caused the problem. And I think a very good example is what Senor explained the other day, yes, on TV. And I think that we should take that. If two people have hotels and there are no good roads going to it, and one decides to use money to devolve a road to the hotel, and the other one refuses, you've incurred a loss by devolving your own routes without waiting for government. But you increase the intake of clients into your hotel. That is what is happening to what we call the gold board now in Bank of Ghana. The Bank of Ghana, the gold board decides to buy gold at the exchange rate that is not that of Bank of Ghana to ensure that they are able to secure all the gold for Ghana as reserves and also export. By securing all golds that are being produced in Ghana, we're able to tax all of them. We're able to send it out to sell at a rate that would increase our foreign reserves. We're able to deposit the excess gold into our reserves to sour our reserves. That is a trick that is being used. It's just the exchange discrepancy that has caused it. Everybody knows it's transparent because gold board is buying very transparently from the market.
So accept the responsibility then?
No. It's not accepting. They have been given work by the Bank of Ghana to do.
They have taken money from Bank of Ghana.
No, they don't take money from Bank of Ghana from what they explain. Commercial banks lend money to them. They buy the gold. When they bring the money, when they buy the gold and send it out to sell, they sell it in dollars. When it comes, it doesn't come to gold board direct. It goes back to Bank of Ghana. The Bank of Ghana pays back the money to the commercial banks. So why have they taken money? They have not taken money from Bank of Ghana.
Gold board is taking money from commercial banks to buy gold, to sell in dollars. Deposit the dollars with the Bank of Ghana. And the Bank of Ghana pays the commercial banks.
The commercial banks in cedis. That is where they're saying there are losses. But let's ask ourselves.
So at what point in this chain is the loss incurred?
It's incurred in the exchange rate. Because the exchange rate today could be 14. When the money arrives, the exchange rate goes to 10. So it is not a deliberate loss. But the end benefit of the gold board is what we should look at. Are they achieving stability of the CD? Very well. Are they improving our reserves nationally, internationally? Excellent. So you must lose something to achieve something. Look, somebody is selling pure water. I freeze my own to sell. And you leave your own hot to sell. Who will sell more? The government must play the game to see which one is more beneficial. Should we allow the gold to fly out without us getting the taxes, without us getting the reserves, without us strengthening our CD? Or we should play with the exchange rate, lose something small, and gain something.
$240 million is not small.
What about 5-something billion? 200-something million, that has caused fuel prices to come down. That has caused fertilizer prices to come down. That has caused imported rice that comes in to come down. That has caused Thai prices to come down.
Could they have been averted?
If something can be done better, they will do it. But we are all raising the concerns that they are losing some little money. It's not much. Comparatively, economically, it's not much. Let me tell you, how much did you waste on the cathedral? Tell me, how much did you waste on it? How much did you waste on the cathedral?
So that's the comparison.
How much did you waste flying on private jets? You see, yes, there's a loss.
At least we stayed alive.
Oh, are you not staying alive? People are even staying alive and better now because all your hospital bills through National Health Insurance are paid.
Oh?
Yes, now government pays health insurance. The economy is good to an extent that they have even uncapped. They are not using money from health insurance to run government business and other government business except insurance. They are not using get funds money to run anything except education, which was not done because there were a lot of losses.
But a percentage of NHIL is going to Mahama Care.
Mahama Care is part of health delivery. Are you hearing any group of renal patients demonstrating on the streets? Have you heard that there's no vaccine in Ghana when there were shortages of vaccine in Ghana for our children? Have you heard that? Mahama Care is part of the health delivery system. It doesn't mean that we should limit the health delivery system to only those who go without chronic disease. Or else we are cheating those who are contributing and have chronic disease. So anybody who says that they are using part of health insurance money for Mahama Care is a Ghana Medical Trust Fund. It's a political name people have given to it. But it is providing care for people who are really in dire need. People who, if they dip their hands into their pocket to take care of their illness, they'll get bankrupt in 1 year. Because only 93% of patients with renal failure in Ghana as of 2024 were able to survive in 1 year. But now they are getting free dialysis. Those who need vaccines, children, are getting vaccines. So to me, Gold Board, whether it's losses by Gold Board or Bank of Ghana, the cumulative effect of the Gold Board and the transactions, the strategy of Bank of Ghana is more positive implementing it than if we are not implementing it. Losing 200 and something million, to me, and gaining all these economic benefits is welcome to me.
Very well, Doc. Thank you. Larry, the BOG noted that the losses not only existed but escalated within the period. They are even suggesting some 2.2 billion CD audit for the program. Should we continue with this program?
Is it 2.2 audit?
Yes, there's an audit into 2.2 billion. But the losses are way above 5.6 billion.
Okay, so I'm a bit confused now. Where you have the Chronicle talking about a 7 billion, loss, isn't it? And then you have Ghanaian Times talking about 2.2 billion. Then other media houses are, giving you multiple figures.
So that there's the domestic gold purchase program, the DGPP, which had the G4O and the G4R. So some are lumping all together, some are separated.
Yeah. So that's the story.
That's the story.
I think we on the Herald, we started reporting on some of these losses way back in 2022 thereabout, and then 2023. But we kept getting assurances from the Bank of Ghana then, led by Addison, that everything was above board, and that what they were doing was, was the best for the economy and also to get fuel into town. If you recall, this gentleman, Provincial,
Edwin, formerly of Bost.
I mean, some of the issues that are being raised against him has to do with this good for oil, arrangement that Bost was also involved in at a point in time. Again, then there was the MIF program. That's the mineral income, exactly. That also, I mean, they also got involved in this gold for oil, using the the royalties to purchase gold, and out of that, foreign exchange was going to come into the market, and so on. Listen, the whole thing is nyama. To quote Bernard Havler and Samers, nyama. Yeah. Okay. I would have loved us to properly investigate some of these things. Properly investigate some of these things before we started talking. Okay? I'm going to say this. There's a certain accountability that is getting missing in this whole thing. It's as though Aura is, the definition of accountability in town now. Okay? But Aura can do this much. What about the other investigative bodies? Yeah? The audit service, for instance. We should be able to investigate some of these things and then come up with proper, report. But that is not what we are saying. So you'll be there, then politicians will throw in something and say that, there is a loss here.
Yeah.
We began the year, or we ended the year with the
214.
Yeah, the $214 million. Yeah. And the stories you hear around, the denial, the counterclaims, and so on, it's nasty. So the argument, as Doc mentioned, it's that, oh, you know something, the losses is not like somebody deliberately went out there, but then it is the fluctuation in the exchange rates that we kept.
Yeah, so you sacrifice little to gain more.
Yeah, it's the fluctuation, Jemfi Sami says this, and then somebody, Hosi, is saying something else, another person is saying something else. We haven't had, that kind of,
authoritative
commentary. Thank you.
They don't know what they don't know.
Such that we can comment on it better.
Yeah.
Now, is this audit that the Bank of Ghana, the governor has mentioned, would it capture the $240 million?
No.
It wouldn't be on it?
Because what he's spoken about is the year ended December 31.
Yeah.
2024.
Okay.
Yeah. And this 214 is 2025.
2025. But he's mentioned in the Ghanaian Times that as for we can only comment about 2025 when the audits that he's talked about, yes, is completed. Okay?
Yeah.
For again, that is on the side. Again, he mentioned that they've gone to PPA to go and get authorization to audit this particular thing. The PPA, authorization had to do with procurement. So we have this amount of money, whether 2 billion or 7 billion or $214 million. We have it, Nyamaha, all over. And it's gone wasted. We are now having to go and engage the services of a private audit firm to come and investigate, the extent of the loss. What happened to the audit service?
Is it a matter of capacity, competence, or transparency issues?
And these are people who have been trained.
Exactly.
These are people who have been trained. Have you seen? Our money is lost.
But we are going to spend more.
We are going to spend money. We are going to throw more out there to go and look for where the money had gone. What are we doing to this country? So there's this money around. Whether it happened under the MPP or NDC or something, this money was around, and our road network are still bad. We can't put water in the homes of people because the excuse they give you is that most of the pipes that were laid during the Nkrumah era.
Yeah. So what have subsequent or successive governments done?
You get it. All this money. So we've spent this amount of money, or this amount of money is gone without us, knowing. It's becoming. A while ago, you were talking about Medina, the area, and the road, and so on, and how many people are dying on that stretch. Yeah.
But as for that one, indiscipline and our own.
I will tell you, go there if you know that road very well. See, they are even allowed the police or the municipal under the traffic. Yeah, you know the area very well. There's this guy a couple of people who are allowed to sell under the traffic light, and Filer is there waiting. The same Filer had allowed a construction of a mosque. Okay. On the premises of the municipal assembly. You might as well allow, the construction of a church on the same premises. So you see the indiscipline. The roads. We are deviating. Why are we having to, audit services there? They are competent enough to do this investigation, and then we can believe in their report. Who is it? Which company? Is it KPMG? He didn't mention.
He didn't mention.
How much is it going to cost? He didn't mention. So every now and then we spend money, and then I'm expecting something better from the governor now, because the Addison we had was a politician. And before he left office, we saw what had happened. This amount of money, missing from boss. Exactly. When people demonstrated, he called them names, vagabonds and so many other names and so on and so forth. So whoever takes over from him would want to would want to be a better man. I am scandalized to hear that additional money is going to be given to a private entity to investigate this, to audit this thing. It's a procurement contract. How competitive was it? Which company is doing this? It's not enough too much money is going down the drain, and we are not getting value for it. We are not getting value for it. The narrative on the $40 million, the NDC posted there, the MPP is pulling it there, civil society people are taking it, to wherever it is, and then journalists are also taking it to some corner and so on, and it is not looking tidy. The stories you hear, some of them I can't say here. Where what is moving. So you listen to some of them before. Anyway.
You can only be tired, but you can't give up.
Yeah, when I say it
you
now.
You can't give up on the country.
No.
It's okay, you don't say it.
This country deserves better.
Well, let me, first of all, comment.
Most of the politicians who talk about this thing is actually, and even the journalists, the civil society, it's just invitation to treat. Uya nyoma mekano. Uya nyoma mekano. Uya echina meba be yen meba be so and so. That echina will never come.
Because the door to the echina has been sealed.
Can you imagine?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Let me first of all admit that I commend.
Let me cut you. I beg you. This guy, suddenly, Abronye. Yeah, he's praising Sammy Jefi all over the place. And then, this guy who is in Kumasi, you know him, their communication director. The MPP communication guy. You know him.
Kumasi.
Yeah. You know him.
I think I have seen the guy.
Thank you.
Dark and short.
Yeah, he follows him to me. And he's also singing.
He's going to your camp.
What camp?
You don't know his name.
When you see politicians praising themselves,
that guy is literally a very fanciful guy with all kinds of joking commentaries. But let me, one key thing in front of me is this arrest of people who are duping people for recruitment. I want to veer off a little bit and say that some of us, our names were used for recruitment, and fraudsters used our names.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that it has been, carefully attended to, and that the Interior Minister is putting out caution to people who see Facebook advertisements or chat people thinking that they are talking to either Dr. Anaba or myself or, all kinds of...
5 Facebook accounts in my name.
All kinds of accounts.
Oh, somebody used...
5 is good.
Yeah, I have 5 Facebook accounts.
Eventually you hit maybe 50 fake ones. So I think that it is quite important that the awareness is put out there, especially when recruitments are ongoing. That people take, all kinds of things, to the extent that even lives have been lost in trying to recoup monies they had paid. You know, there's a guy, serviceman who got killed by somebody who was going back for the money. I mean,
the immigration officer.
Yes, the immigration officer. So it's a very serious thing. It has many implications. Also, there are plenty of people who put pressure on us, hoping that we can do magic. And when we don't do the magic, they tend to believe the fraudsters more than us. And it is a problem. Now, coming back to gold, I think maybe it's time to rename Ghana again as Gold Coast. Maybe. I say this because I'm humbled by the fact that Ghana has literally seen more value again in our minerals, and the emphasis being placed on mining is quite interesting. I happen to be reminded by my great-grandfather, who apparently was into mining, and I was just discussing at a family meeting that I should have rather taken up our grandfather's job. He was into mining. If I knew what I know now, I may have skipped SS and went straight into that. Anyways,
your parents are watching.
Yes, I know. One key thing I must admit is that the losses registered in the 2023-2024 drowns out the 214 million. I must admit that. But in as much as it does that, I think there's something fundamentally wrong which needs to be looked at. And I say this with the greatest of respect to Anaba. Fantastic name, very fantastic name. That it doesn't make sense to buy gold from dealers at the world market and then resell it at the same, really. Then what really is your leverage as government? That setup needs to be reviewed. Either there should be measures put in place so that based on the volumes you are buying, you should not be buying at world price and selling at world price. Then what is the essence of that transaction? You are going to consistently make a loss to the state. So that doesn't make business sense. It doesn't make purchasing sense. Then what is your role really? That you go and literally lift water from the market because you're government and then resell at the same price that you bought it. Who does business? Then all that thing you did, your operational expenses is of no use. Because if you are the exchange person, the exchange person makes commission off what they purchase and resell. So that setup is erroneous, and is a fundamental problem that I see, and that needs to be looked at. The arrangement ought to be that you don't buy from Ghanaian miners at the world price and then sell to the world because you don't determine the world prices. There's an OPEC type situation. You don't determine it. But you have a means based on the licenses you give to these people to ensure that in the licensing, you make them know that X amount will be deducted off every world price. And that is what should be absorbing the exchange, changes. And maybe arrangements should be that they lock in, at an agreed upon point in time that for the next 6 months, we are locking in our purchases at this price. And those are the ways to go. I remember we used to do that even with oil, where you'd buy oil in reserves at a certain price, if the world market goes high, you've made a profit. If it goes lower, you absorb it. Exactly. You know, these are cushions that the oil arrangement has. So we may have to mirror that. Okay. Now, some known things, and let me be very categorical here. Many economists have different school of thoughts. And you know, the inception of this gold for oil is counter to many of the economic theories, you know, but there are some who believe in this gold for oil, you know, arrangement, which left room for all kinds of what we call shenanigans. In all of this, what is real is that there's been losses. And I don't think that the forensic auditing is not necessary. Coming back to my abled journalist. The beauty, and I'm also speaking from experience with the public account.
Sorry, I don't think he said it wasn't necessary.
That is not what I said.
No, he said that the cost of doing it
With a private-
through,
A
yes,
private firm.
but I'm coming back to the point that, you know, audits are different categories. And the Ghana Audit Service may not be doing serious forensic auditing. It's a different thing. You know, audits are audits, but there are different categories. And that's why I say that the competence within the audit service can be improved to meet up with the KPMGs. And this is why I say that government should spend to retain very competent people.
Okay.
You know, because if you don't, the very skilled accountants, forgive me, I'm not saying that government auditors are not very skilled, but there are levels, categories. Those who are very, you know, well equipped.
Was there an audit? The Bank of Ghana governor appeared before
public accounts.
Was there an audit report before the?
Yeah.
Yes.
The 2024 Auditor General.
Okay, that was what he was speaking.
Yes.
He was speaking now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
And some of these figures are actually a response to an RTI request.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see, the reason why BOG will find it necessary to have an external audit look at it, admittedly, the 2022-2023 were under the leadership of one regime. And, you know, chances are that maybe he might feel that certain things will be influenced in a certain way or in another way. And to absolve himself of, you know, having a conflict in terms of NDC government and the MPP government audit. It will make sense.
By spending additional money.
No, listen, you know, that is the beauty of further inquiries. And I don't see anything wrong with that. However, my key thing is that what will we learn out of the audit?
Yeah.
And how would it change what we are doing now for the future?
Yeah.
And that is where my biggest thing is that, listen, what has become obvious is that we have minerals in this country. We have to be skilled in our environmental lawyers who attend to the externalities, which I always say, and which people get me wrong. I feel that strongly, despite these losses, the 2 billion or 214, what has been the quantum of damage to the environment?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's far in excess.
True.
And I'll beg Ghanaians to be more upset about the environmental damages, more so than these losses, because the lives that are going to be lost, what are the values we're putting on them?
Right.
If you go to the Dangerous right now, you know, this cocoa drink is like even cool. You know, the cocoa drink at the Dangerous is serious. And you know, a few days ago, I saw your former NDC chairman somewhere in the Western region talking about doing a small bridge connecting two towns, and they were by the, I think, Ofinsu Water. My goodness, serious serious. And I'm, at this point, more worried about the cost to our environment, which is far in excess.
Yeah.
So this uproar about losses, have we quantified the damages to the environment? And are we aware that it is far in excess of this 7 billion in terms of our environmental damages?
Yeah.
And that's why I scream every day and say that if you are taking all the gold in the country and you are the reservoir for all the gold, then all the damages to the environment, you should be liable for it. And I say this, when you can't check what is coming to you, you're as equally liable like somebody who buys stolen goods.
Yeah.
And the police comes after you. And all you say is that I was not involved in the robbery. Bullshit, sorry. You know, you're not involved, but you're an accomplice.
Yeah.
Because if the thief doesn't have a place to discharge his goods, he will not probably be stealing. You know, so I really think that my focus today, quite different, is to make a case that the environmental damages are far in excess of this audited money that we're talking about. And that is where my interest is, because it's your health, my health, and his health. And Anaba, Doc, I regret to say that your excitement about, you know, whether the roads are good to the hotel or whether the roads or access to Gold Board has improved the illegal mining, I worry. You know, because...
I didn't say illegal mining. I was meaning the collection, the gathering of all gold that has been mined in Ghana. And
invariably, you are also a repository of a lot of illegal mined gold, which up to date, they have not been able to attest or deny because of their inability to trace.
Yeah.
So in concluding, gold has come to stay. Gold has been with us for ages, and I would side with Dogbe, not Stan, but Larry Dogbe. You know, who
he came to play a lot of mischief.
This is not mischief. Who is saying one key thing, that in all of this noise, we the information consumers have not had somebody who is the proper authority. To quote that, listen, minus politics, these are the numbers. Minus politics, this is what we need to do.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that, because no matter what I see Sammy JV talk, I see it with a lens of politics.
Right.
And 80% of what he will tell me, I would not believe. I mean, I'm just being, because of the many things that he said. I think that he is an embodiment of what is currently wrong with the NDC. Those who touted and fought mining have been now made the kingpins of mining. And I think it is a misnomer.
How so?
Oh, he was the one doing all the demonstrations about illegal mining, and now has been made the repository of the goods or the gains of illegal mining. And that's why I think
he's CEO of Gold Board,
not illegal
legally
mining.
established entity.
Approved by Parliament.
My key point is that until they can trace where all the gold is coming, he is also taking some, maybe 20%
traceability.
20%
And they promise to work on
of Galamsey gold. And that's what I'm saying, that is kind of interesting to me.
But why hasn't the traceability clause been initiated?
Maybe now I should be screaming about something, and eventually, when my government comes, all the things that I was screaming about that people should not do, I'll be made a campaign of that.
Those things.
It's kind of interesting. You must admit that I think that if he abhorred illegal mining, then he shouldn't have even touched Gold Board. You understand where I'm coming from? Yeah. So my key thing here is that these losses, which has been explained away, not to my taste, should not hold.
It's his argument that the fact that the traceability clause hasn't been initiated means that Gold Board is buying from illegal sources.
No, it's not that I'm making an assumption. This is the fact. It is the fact. I mean, listen, Doc, you are aware that even cheese, when you go to Europe right now, they can tell you which car brought it to the shop, where it was made, which dairy farm it came from. That is just cheese.
Right.
So if I'm making demand on government that, listen, you made a lot of noise about illegal mining. You've come and you've done the Gold Board thing. However, on the farms, there's more destruction. Our water turbidity compared to before you came has worsened. So for me, an ordinary man, I'm troubled by the fact that our water turbidity has worsened. The elements that are not good for our food has worsened. And you are doing headlines about much more gold, much more reserves, much more profit. And I'm wondering, are you unable as a government to connect that all of this much more gold is really why there's much more destruction to the environment? Why can't you connect that? Am I the only person?
Respectfully, you heard about gold being sold in Dubai that was not reported in Ghana before. All those things were illegal movements in the market. In the market, gold market in Dubai, they were accounting for more gold in Ghana than what is reported to Bank of Ghana under the previous regime. Now, due to smuggling,
going to Cote d'Ivoire. I understand.
Due to smuggling, now you have come and you've kept the smuggling. Even if you are buying gold from illegal miners, let's all agree. Yes, they are destroying the environment. But honestly speaking, you know it has improved.
Which one?
The destruction of the environment.
Where?
It has improved.
Please, where?
Even there are reports from Western region and other places.
No. When did you go there?
No. Yes, even yesterday on radio, they were interviewing some people from that area, and some of the rivers coming from that area have been reported to be better.
If we can be specific.
But let me ask this question. Do we have to allow the illegal miners to destroy the environment? To me, this me, not anybody. Destroy the environment. Those taxes, we look for money to treat those they are hurting, or we should find a way of getting the gold from them, make some little income from that to use to fight them.
I think.
See, I think that, and we are at the beginning.
Ghana shouldn't be allowed to even
don't
start
compare
the
Ghana selling gold, buying gold, and Europe selling cheese. They didn't start today. No, let me be frank. You see, we have to know that we are also a country that is going. How many of these people producing gold are even connected to internet and those things? You see, traceability is very difficult.
So we do not have the resources yet.
But Sammy Gyamfi has promised that they are working
until then.
But for now, let's make good of what. Even though it's bad, let's make good. No. You see, whether you buy it or not, they will still mine. So if they are buying now, they are going to bring the policy on traceability. Let's allow that policy to come. Let them roll it out. So everything is step by step. I'm happy people like you are concerned about the destruction of the environment. I'm very happy because I'm also concerned. As a doctor, I must be concerned. But can we say that let's allow people who are bringing gold to sell, tell us where they are getting the gold. If they don't tell you, are you going to force them?
Then you don't buy from them.
Then you have the policy. The policy must come before you take anybody to court. Can you take anybody to court about traceability? Let the law come. Let's pass the law. Then now if you take somebody to court for not proving where he got his gold.
Respectfully, we don't need to wait for the law to improve on traceability. Respectfully.
I'm not saying...
There's something we are missing here.
Yeah.
Long before, Gold Board only changed clothes.
Thank you.
Do you understand?
Thank you.
Before we got here, there was
PMMC.
PMMC. Exactly. That also.
It's just like Mahama Cares and normal health insurance.
That was also buying the same gold, as we have.
And you see, and there wasn't traceability. Now we are all raising concern about traceability. So let's all now work from today, support Sammy Gyamfi and his group to bring about a policy that would enable us to trace every single ounce of gold to where it was mined. In that way, we'll curtail it.
But for now, at least,
let's say that part of the gold board is achieving its result. The only thing that we are not happy about it is that it is unable to trace where all the goods are coming from. But remember, as I said, gold were sold out of Ghana without our knowledge. Yeah. Now they've kept that, so it will definitely increase the volumes of gold. Yeah. Even if you take away illegal mining, you are saying 20%. I don't know where you got your 20% of illegal mining of gold coming into. If you take out the 20%, you're still having an increase in gold reserves.
Oh, you know, it's even more than 20%. I was generous.
I'll allow you, Senior. I'll allow you.
Brief thoughts. We're gonna move on.
Oh no, for me, I feel that you see the back and forth, Yeah. We should be able to get to the bottom of this particular thing. The sums that are being mentioned are way too much. You get it? I mean, contractors haven't been paid, and these monies are going.
But I can also add one key thing. You know,
you won't allow me to finish.
Yes, you did it to me. So invariably, let's admit this. Sometimes these losses are quantums that they thought government could get, and are not necessarily on the books. There's also that bit. Okay, yeah. And let me add that, you know, is when you go into some of these might be even equipments that were not purchased that should have been purchased.
The MIF. I mean, out of the Ejapa royalties and so on and so forth. I know, you know, Sledge, Dr. Sledge alone even got $94 million. Last week when we sat here, it came, not here, not this program, but it came out that the OSP has only been able to retrieve $4 million from him. So $94 million against 4 million.
So there's 90 outstanding.
Exactly. So even that, also there's a whole, you know, confusion around that as to where the money went and what it was used for. You get it? The same good for oil, same good for, you know, foreign exchange, all manner of things. And we keep complaining that there's no money in this town. And we go borrow, you know, as little as $10 million to come and fund something. Meanwhile, then you know,
you can use that as an example.
Right.
Flagship program.
Where are we going? You know, I mean, it's not also enough for the governor to say that, oh, a company has been contracted to audit. We should know the name of the company.
Yeah.
Okay, so that we trace them. Sometimes, by mentioning their names alone, we could find out that, oh, okay, these guys, whether they are competent or incompetent to do this particular job. Okay, and it's even it's him that, oh, this guy, they are not good enough for, because they did this and they didn't do it well. They did that and they didn't do it well. But when everything is shrouded in secrecy.
How are these audit companies?
Before BOG.
Like the KPMG. Like the KPMG. SML versus KPMG.
Was that the case? But I think Larry is here. It is not anything difficult to write to the governor of Bank of Ghana as a journalist.
Must we write?
Asking him to tell us, or even go to interview.
I shouldn't write.
If you are going to announce that, give us the full details.
Give us the full detail. I shouldn't write.
It's don't be economical with the information.
Perhaps he hasn't even settled on the company.
No, he says, no, before you go to Public Procurement Authority, you have the name.
No. He said they are going to.
No, he said they got authorization. Read the story.
So are you going to PA?
Oh, then PPA has the name.
Yeah, no.
Then PPA has the name. PPA should publish it.
They have started work.
Okay.
That's what he said. I mean, it's
very well. I'll take a few quick messages. This one says the loss is deliberate. No one should come and gaslight us. Is the BOG not artificially managing the dollar? If the dollar is 14 and you dump money to support it, knowing very well you have goods to sell and payments to make, but go ahead to forcefully manage it. Since when did any government official take responsibility for anything in this country? If your mother is dead and you claim she is sleeping, you only bear the smell yourself. If Gold Board or BOG is making losses and people are sugarcoating it, karma and nature will surely be the final judge. This one says, good morning, Mr. Boateng. My name is Indebugri Dasmani from Garu. I want to thank my hardworking Honorable Dr. Thomas Anaba this morning for making the people of Garu proud. Keep it up, and the good Almighty Allah will continue to protect and bless you.
No, we are not related. Our names have made us to.
You are both fine gentlemen.
Thank you.
And
I'm
I must
humbled.
commend your suit. It's quite bosy. And the green man too is not bad.
But this is not Wall Street.
Today you are with us.
Doug is a gentleman, I know, even in his politics.
Indeed.
When the politicians are praising themselves.
Oh, but you're also a fine gentleman. You know that.
No, it's okay.
It's not something. Right. So I think we have some clarity on that matter. So let's look at the payment of some $1.4 billion energy debt. We'll go into those details real quickly, but let me take a quick break here. Please keep sending your comments and contributions through. We'll do our best to read them on the show. We'll take a break here. When we return, we'll move into energy sector debts.
Another payment through Stanbic. Smooth as always.
Imagine making or collecting all payments without leaving your chair. Sounds like magic, right? Nah, it's Stanbic Pay.
Darling, can you please help with the bills, especially at your school fees?
From school fees to utilities, the government and statutory payments to investments, insurance payments, Hajj payments, and more.
Mommy, my fees has been paid.
Just log on to Stanbic Pay and you're set for life.
Please tell me everything has been paid.
No Stanbic account, no queues, no stress, no last-minute panic. Cherish your time and live happier in safety and convenience. Visit stanbicbank.com.gh or call to get started.
In a nation full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters face to face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Umaru Sanda Amadou sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
Yes, I am Umaru Sanda Amadou. This is Face to Face, and you're welcome.
I say very often on the floor of Parliament that when we were in government, we got some things right, we got some things wrong.
Are you still planning to go to Parliament, or you want to look at National Party office position?
No, I'll be going back to Parliament. There's an unfinished business which I need to do.
Sports has three legs: development, management, and promotion.
Disintegration is extreme. We do not wish that even on your worst enemy.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umaru Sanda Amadou on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel One TV.
Grateful for your time this morning. Thank you for staying with us. This is Breakfast Daily on Channel One TV. We're having the news review segment, having a conversation on some of the topical issues. We're moving into the energy sector now. Yesterday, we woke up to a statement from the Finance Ministry announcing the payment of some $1.4 billion energy sector debt. The Finance Ministry statement tells us that it's to reset the energy sector. But before end of day, former Minister for Finance under the Akufo-Addo government, Mohammed Amin Adam, doctor, says we shouldn't be hyping this payment of $1.4 billion. Now, according to he's questioned the publicity surrounding the repayment of energy sector debt. And according to him, the NDC government does PR with everything. Paying energy sector debts is not new, as captured in the 2025 budget presented by the NDC government. The previous MPP government paid 1.4 billion to the energy sector in 2024 without making noise about it. I don't know how you take this, how it comes to you, that we have debts, we have serviced the debts, but we are being told not to even talk about it.
You see, the question doesn't need answers. The money is for the people. The debt was for the people. You have paid the debt. You are telling the people, I've taken this money of yours to pay your debt. What is it that? What is wrong about it? But let me ask this question.
No, it sounds like that Christians. He paid the debt.
You see.
I owed the debt.
He didn't pay.
You get
I needed someone to wash my sins away.
Yes, you created the debt, the cash water flow system. You were not applying it. You refused to go by it. Somebody has come and has diligently gone through it.
But if you go there, they will also come and do the take or pay contract agreement.
They should come and say it, but let me say what I want to say. You get it? Somebody went and borrowed and came. Not only did he write into newspapers that he borrowed, he organized a party with Kenke, Wache in fita leaves at the ministry. Got journalists paid to come and film it and put it on air in white clothes with a rosary inside.
Was there a memory verse attached?
Okay, you can ask, but I'm only telling you what somebody did. And created a debt for us. And somebody has now come to pay that debt and only issued a statement on the newspapers that, oh, Ghanaians, I've paid your debt.
Right.
Instead of you thanking him for creating that debt,
no, thanking him for paying
that debt you created, or Ghanaians created, you are saying that he shouldn't say anything. Look, remember when we came to power?
It's not new.
If it's not new, then you should keep quiet because people have borrowed money and made parties out of it. Remember when we came to power, the first week, the energy sector nearly shut down. It took the Sputnik movement of the energy minister to maneuver. Come again?
Not Mahama, is the energy minister.
The energy minister.
Of Mahama.
With the instruction of Mahama. Because the president appoints them to act on his behalf because he knows their competence. And he knows that whatever command he gives to them, they will act. And whatever the advice they give to him, which is positive, he will take. So I'm saying that the Sputnik movement, because President presses his button, work and solve the problem.
Sputnik crashed though, be careful.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It was only the final health minister who crashed it, the former health minister who crashed it. To solve the problem. Today, as I speak, Garu used to have horrible lighting situation. It was not only Dumso, it was because connectivity to stabilize the power at distance places was a problem. Due to the cancellation of a contract by the former finance minister to improve power transmission. Now it is being improved. And we are paying all our debts.
Due to your lobbying?
Due to lobbying and prudent management fiscal policies. Then we are able to raise funds. It's not small money. 1 point how much?
1.4.
$4 billion.
1.47.
Dollars.
We've paid that before. That's the whole point.
But were you keeping our lights on? You see, all the noise you people make in NPP with all your policies, economic savvy, you end up running this country down. Somebody has come, he's doing things calmly, just issuing notes to the public and solving the problems, and you are not happy. So I say, look, the theories you people have in economics, the theories you had in power, you couldn't solve the power issue. You couldn't solve the economic issue. Now some people have come, you claim that we are not the less educated party people. We are solving the problem.
No, I don't think that is being fair to us.
No. It is very fair. You have a solid team.
No.
You need to have a solid team.
But Doc,
they
don't say you are less educated. They say they are more educated.
Okay, they are more educated.
That is not to say you are less educated.
Okay, good. Used to be the case.
Okay, because I'm going somewhere.
Not anymore.
You see, you came and formed an economic management team and named it a solid team. This current government hasn't even come out to talk about this economic management team. I think they are invisible. I think they are visible, but they are working better than the solid team. That is where you agree to the physics theory. Water and air has more power than a metal. That is what we are doing.
Very well. Very well.
You form, even not only that, you form a 40-man or a 40-man forex committee with my good friend Franklin Kujo in it. But the forex was going down and down and down.
Where the recommendations of that committee being implemented. Where the recommendations of that committee being implemented.
Whether it was being implemented or not, it is where my friend is worried about. The committee was taking its allowances for having been in that committee, and the CD was still depreciating. So please, when we are working so diligently and informing Ghanaians what is necessary for them to hear, and you say we are hyping. Did we hire journalists? Did the minister call journalists? Do a party, buy sound system, pay the journalists to come and send it to the media? He only issued a note and threw it out.
We want some.
So please, this is not hyping. This is what Ghanaians want to hear, to have the assurance that their government is silently working and solving their problems. That is what Ghanaians want to hear. What Ghanaians want to see is that power is on. Streets are having lives.
So, Doc, the key word is much to do about nothing. That's the key word.
I think what pitched what ruffled the feathers of the former finance minister is probably the tone of that statement. There were too many descriptives in there, describing the move as a major step in restoring financial stability and international.
Is it
to rescue and reset the energy sector?
Yes.
Where's that one?
Why shouldn't
restoring the facility and reaffirming Ghana's credibility with international partners? I think it's the wording. That's why he's saying there's no need for hype, because there's a debt that is
I'm happy it's wording and it's you are complaining, and it is working. Somebody came and quoted the Bible several times, it never worked. But somebody's using wording and it's working.
Doc, it's okay.
So please,
it's okay.
Must you go there?
I mean, my senior colleagues should not go that way to say that we are overhyping. There's no hyping in this. He's explaining to Ghanaians, to give confidence to Ghanaians that the system is working. They should be rest assured that power will be stable in Ghana and would improve.
Look, how far is Karaga from your place?
Karaga, I pass through Karaga to go home sometimes.
Yeah.
And he's my very good friend.
I'm just curious.
Yes.
You know, I was there just a few days ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, quite dry, but nice place, nice people. I've been.
Let me go to him so that the politicians will do their thing.
Question.
Yeah, politicians will do their thing, and then we can.
I mean, you know, we myself and Dr. Brian Champon were in that area, and the reception was nice because
was there electricity in the area?
Yes, there was electricity.
Because some energy sector,
and I must admit, those were my first times. Though I've been to Tamale a number of times, this is the first time I've gone to neighboring places as far as Tatale, you know, and Tatale Road. I don't know if it was under our government or the previous government. Fantastic road, you know, quite some major speed bumps on the road still, but either way, hopefully the Tripoli roads will be done. I think that's where the current current transport minister, he's from that side. Very bad roads. To borrow from Donald Trump, very bad roads.
Well, that's fine. Let's get back to the energy sector.
So coming back to
the year ended after a few months.
You know, I think that in one breath, it's unfortunate that we are celebrating debt payment. It shouldn't be the case. And I think
that.
But
the question is anyone celebrating it?
Oh, you're talking about superfluous words.
Made an announcement.
Superfluous words, and I mean, quoting from your own oration, you know, superfluous in all that he said, and I think that it's unfortunate. You know, that we are celebrating.
The payment or the celebration?
I'm talking in terms of the country. Debt payment should be a norm. Our reputation for paying debt should not be a huge deal, okay? And where I understand our former finance minister, and we need to appreciate the fact that he said that we paid about the same amount without noise. And let me quote that there were two finance ministers. one had a different approach. One came in white, one came in suit. So it is disingenuous.
One quoted the Bible.
On your part, I think that your referencing to KK Party was not Amin Anta. I need to at least talk for my brother today. He is the one talking, and he did not do any KK Party.
You didn't call that gentleman then not to be having KK Party for giving us debt.
No, my point again.
Yes.
Let's compare the fact that there were two finance ministers. The one talking, who happens to be the MP for Karaga, fantastic guy. I really like. He helped a lot in terms of
the final moments
financial stability in this country, and we cannot discount that.
Okay. When we're in the ICU,
about 8 months. But like from soccer, somebody can come in the last minute and turn things around. And some of us were, pronouncing that just a change in the finance minister could boost the confidence in the country and allow for investors to come back. So for him, I literally always am happy for that delayed decision, though delayed, but it was a game changer.
Let's talk about the power thing.
But I'm still talking about it.
Dixon.
So my key point is that it is much to do about nothing, and we shouldn't be here even glorifying or discussing this thing. That is a quote-unquote like a statutory thing.
I see, Doc, to think about it, some 2 years back, these IPPs were threatening to shut down.
No,
because of debt owed them.
You said 2 years back, but like I was saying, when Amin came, things turned around. Okay, and he tried as much as possible to reconcile and make sure that our reputation for paying debt was in order. So don't judge Amin by another person's regime or tenure. And that is all I'm trying to say.
I was talking about a regime, and I was also talking about a regime. He said this regime is hyping.
And looking at
and I was also talking about the previous regime that hyped debt creation. We are hyping.
Isn't it so beautiful how sometimes you have the MPP guys, don't blame the regime. Blame an individual. Yes. Don't blame Akufo-Addo. Blame Bawumia.
The KK Party was not.
Okay, but for this case, I think it was specific. The KK Party was by someone else.
Not by a government. It was by a government.
They are discussing.
It was by a government.
No, I don't think it was a government-sponsored KK.
It was our money.
It was an individual.
And the person was eating inside the finance ministry.
Finance ministry. It was not in his house. No. Amin Anta was not an individual.
It was not Amin Anta.
No, but it's a system. It's a system. It's the regime that held the party. Finance minister is the most powerful minister after the president. Let me tell you. And you know that.
I know they just.
They think the government should have chastised him.
No, they ate Wache too.
No, it was Wache, Kenke. The Wache was in the fetal leaves. You could see the pictures. And they were enjoying it and celebrating creating debt. Yeah. And we have come to pay debt and we are announcing and you are worried. Where was Amin Anta?
We saw pictures of it.
You want us to...
Very well. Let's have honorable land.
So my concluding thing is that, listen, we paid 1.4 before. Yeah. Okay. So this is not news. Okay. That is the point that the former finance minister is talking about. And I think that overall, when you are taxing us 1 Ghana at the pump and you are paying this, is not big news, right? If they pay 2.4 billion compared to our 1.4, I would give them a further thumbs up. But when you're paying invariably the same amount we've paid, then what's the fuss about? What's the fuss? We've paid that before. That's why Amin was saying that we paid it before. So what's the noise about?
Larry, the politicians will do their comparisons. Yeah. We've done it before. You've done same. You've done worse. We've done better. But for you and I, we need the lights on. Sure. So how does this news come to you?
No, I think he just mentioned that selling 1 Ghana cedis, CD, is being collected every now and then. I will be glad to hear that it's what has been collected from us that was used to settle this. If that is it, I mean, then at least we are getting, you know,
Exactly.
some,
Can we be given some, if
Yeah.
like, figures regarding how long it's been collected, how much has been accrued, and how much has been spent in the energy sector so far?
Yeah, I think that that can be put to the finance minister or the ministry for him to come in. Even in parliament, I mean, we can get that.
File that question.
As to how much has how much has accrued so far. But you see, there's something that I am observing. Do you recall that for the 8 or 7 months that is it Anta?
It's Amin Anta, but it's Mohammed Amin Adam.
Every week he was holding press conferences.
Not necessarily.
Oh, please. He was holding press conferences.
He was
Do
quite
you remember
there.
that?
He was quite there in the news, yeah.
Was it? I mean, that wasn't about publicity.
His problems were big.
No,
please.
That is what.
His problems were big and many.
To rerun the finances of this country.
After the damage by.
No, listen. I mean, you know.
Let me talk.
Okay.
Zacchaeus has refused to come home.
We needed confidence in our finances.
It's on the sycamore tree.
Listen, let me talk.
At this point, it's Daniel in the Lions Den.
See,
I
he was
reputation
holding press conferences every week. I'm not sure you attended. He didn't invite me. But he was holding, and I mean, radio stations, TV stations were broadcasting them live.
Yeah, true.
At the time, what was that? Was that publicity or that wasn't publicity?
At the time, he needed to
reporting, financial reporting.
That one.
To boost confidence for investors.
And to beg.
And again, we had come from a point where IPPs, as you rightly said, were constantly issuing statements. Is it Afetogbo or Ametog?
Yes.
So today he was issuing statement. Car Power had issued a statement. Early Power had spoken. Twin Energy, Asogli. Everybody, the whole place was. Nyama.
I think
and then the lights were
murky. This Nyama thing is.
It's
Channel 1.
Basa.
Murky, yeah. Okay, let's go at the American way and do
murky.
That's murky. You have to roll your tongue with the R. So your American accent will.
Let's talk.
I'm a local breed.
Talk like Kwame Nkrumah.
Yeah, he's a foreign breed. I'm a local breed. So I mean, the IPPs were all over the place. Statements. I mean, it got to a point where there was confusion between even them, because then they thought that the government, the previous government was just paying Car Power and not paying the others.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a value chain.
Yeah. So then Car Power's argument was also that the bulk of the power generated in this country comes from them. So they deserve to be paid before the others are before the others are
holding their money too.
Well, ECG also
with 80-something accounts.
You get it.
80-something accounts.
So if we have gotten here where the
Haptel inside too.
Haptel in the equation, they are still there.
Revenue assurance.
I know.
Revenue
assurance.
I'm just adding to you.
Yeah, thank you.
They've actually been praised now.
By who? By the same people who condemned them before. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
It's an interesting world, eh?
That is revelation.
Yeah.
But now we have power.
No, but though. Yes, we have power.
And the pictures are beautiful, eh? The pictures of those who condemn them. Now taking pictures with them.
Don't talk.
Is that it? It's belly full, eh? So it's belly full now, eh?
It appears so. It appears so.
But it's becoming too blatant, we have to do something about that. So, this is where we had come from. But for me, beyond this statement, I would want to hear the IPPs. Okay, he's also issuing a statement confirming that, indeed they received this. Maybe
they have.
Soon after this one.
Yes, they have.
And what did they say?
If it's not in one of the people, we actually spoke with them yesterday.
Okay.
They've acknowledged receipts.
They've acknowledged.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is available? I mean, how much debt are they owed, and then how much of that has government paid, and what more is expected to be paid by the government? I think with all that, the mischief, the political mischief could be cured. But as for Amin Anta. I think that he's the last person to talk about, somebody doing publicity after the payment, because he's also been there and he's done publicity. He was doing press conferences. This man only issued a statement.
Right. So it says that the government has reduced its debts to independent power generators to about 1.1 billion. This is following a series of renegotiations and partial repayments. And then when you go down the Eliplem Apetogbo, confirmed that the government and the IPGs had agreed to clear the remaining debt over the next 4 years.
Okay. So how much is there?
Yeah.
1.2 billion.
1 point. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
okay.
Spending.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it's not fixed. This year we
can. Yeah, we incur more. Okay. All right.
It's a revolving account.
All those businesses revolve on their money. You don't have the money all the time. They pay split by.
But for me, I think the renegotiation of the contracts is.
And for me also, I see the government trying to say that, hey, you know something. People make noise, they get paid, and then nobody hears about them again. But with the government saying that, listen, we have paid these guys, and they have also come out to confirm. At least we are on the same page. We can proceed.
Right. Great.
Anyways, I still stay with you because one of our own in the news again. One of our own has been attacked again. So this was somewhere in the eastern region. A journalist has been attacked. This time we understand it's police attack. But let me take a quick message on the energy sector issue, and then we can move on to the attack. This one says the NPP is making a mockery of themselves with the attacks and press conferences. They mortgaged the ESLA that was created by the Mahama 1 administration to take care of the energy sector for $1.5 billion without reducing the debt. A government has come and in 1 year has decoupled the mortgage and paid a long chunk of the debt. Okay, this one says, good morning, Channel 1. I want to ask Dr. Adomaku Kissi, which to him is recommendable, celebrating borrowing or hyping debt payments? Was he not part of a party or government that celebrated e-levy? Or all those loan celebrations at the finance ministry?
He has no answer. He has no response.
He says, Dr. Kissi, I like you. Don't copy the negativity. This is David Williams from Konkonu. You know Konkonu?
No.
Konkonu is up after Brie.
I was trying to tell David I was not at the Kinky party.
Very well. So David, there you have it. Doc was not at that Kinky party, so he begs you. All right. So the GJA has condemned this assault. Eastern Regional Branch of the Ghana Journalists Association has condemned what it describes as a brutal assault on Peace FM's Eastern Regional correspondent Michael Akrofi, allegedly carried out by a police officer at the Tafu Kukrantumi Formed Police Unit FPU base. According to the GJA, the incident reportedly occurred while the journalist was lawfully covering a demonstration by farmers at Kukrantumi in the Eastern region. The protest was organized to draw attention to the destruction of farmlands by Fulani herdsmen and their cattle. You think like you should have the last word?
Yes, it's his domain, so you should let us
give me your time.
Talk first.
Yeah, so yeah.
No, he says you want to talk first.
You want to go first?
Yes, I've been meaning to discuss this.
Right.
You know, especially with the fire one. I think, respectfully, that in the interest of saving public life, the fire officers were responsible for the people who were standing by.
Right.
And for that reason, unfortunately, sometimes journalists don't even know where their safety limit ends. So I think that on that score, let's be careful how we manage that information. Personally, I've also sacked even bystanders, especially in this country. Forgive me, when somebody dies, that's when people want to come and take pictures and videos, and all these videos. In reference to the helicopter issue, you know, videoing people carrying sacks, that was no respect and reverence to the dead. So I think that, you know, in as much as we shouldn't brutalize or assault any journalist, I think that sometimes to journalists too can be a bit in our face. And they need to be mindful of their spaces.
So, Doc, in the case of this fire one, the firemen were already assaulting a civilian. Journalist was taking coverage of that assault.
It comes back to
one of them approaches him. He introduces himself, identifies himself as a journalist doing his work. This guy leaves and comes back with other officers to attack the gentleman.
Coming back to my key point, you know, unfortunately, the level of understanding of how fire department works in this country is very low. On average, you see a tanker drop and people are rushing to go and take, fuel. And when you're a fire serviceman there, you fight them.
Yeah, true.
You fight them. Largely because elsewhere, when they see a tanker down, they'll run away.
Yeah.
You understand? So the dynamics are different. Unfortunately, sometimes we act so much animalistic. And for that reason, we get animalistic treatment. So I'm only making my point that these things should be managed carefully. And I think that journalists also, and I cited how we even cover accident cases in this country. The gory things we see sometimes are not palatable, and they form lasting images on our mind and worry us. We get nightmares, you know, when we see some of the things that are shown on TV. Instead of being descriptive by, you know, words. I know pictures say 1,000 words, but really, we need to manage these things carefully. And journalism is not who breaks the news first. It really isn't. It's become sort of like the norm. And I think that, with all due respect, sometimes even in Parliament, look at what they did to Sam George. You know, he was reading text on his phone. Somebody adulterates what he was reading to show that he's watching porn. You know, these are the reasons why I think that, with all due respect to journalists, sometimes we need to manage ourselves and our safety. In all professional work, your safety matters. Respect for the people you are even covering matters. And what are your rights to always just show, you know, two Makola women fighting, blah blah blah, all of these things. I really think that sometimes
but our safety
and your safety
is paramount.
Is important. So if you see aggressive policemen, hide your somewhere in video. I mean, I'm just saying.
The guy was attacked from behind.
Oh, you're not hearing me.
Strangled from behind.
You know?
No, I get it.
He hasn't seen it.
I'm not condoning. Please, I'm only talking on a holistic, you know, and mind you, I weep when I see people videoing an accident when they should be rather helping the people. I mean, this is my point I'm making.
But look, you are a medical professional. These people are not trained to attend to accidents.
That is why I'm saying
I actually have a big problem with our emergency response in this country.
That is why I'm saying that
some of the deaths are actually as a result of the first respondents.
And even the people who attend to them. So back to my point. I love journalists. I'm here as a media communication person, so I know the worth of your work. But I'm also making the other argument that, listen, sometimes, and you have to assess your environment. If you see that the policemen are inebriated by alcohol or something, you might as well be very careful.
Let me say, Dr.
From.
Yes,
that's all I'm saying.
Doc, briefly on this, and then Larry can.
And now you need macho men too for your own protection.
I think, aside with my senior colleague, with all what he's saying, at least journalists should take precautions, especially when they are approaching scenes of danger. Fire service officers normally have a limit for people to cross when they are working. But in Ghana here, you see them working and people want to be within them, the journalists want to be within them. A policeman assaulting a journalist, to me, it's not fair for a law enforcement agent to exert force on anybody. You can't brutalize anybody because you are supposed, even if you get somebody killing somebody, you have to arrest him, take him for a judge to pronounce his punishment. But I would say that sometimes our journalists also do things, and sometimes they can provoke even the public, not only the security agencies, because they are also a human institution. We all have our flaws. You can see today, people are boiling up in Boku because of just one journalist's work.
Yes.
This is it. People are boiling in Boku. Look at it. This is the current Boku Naba Aburago Azoka the second.
So they got the picture
But
wrong.
the journalist has put the name of the illegal, unconstitutional chief's name under his picture. And also giving a title which is, to me, is contempt against the Supreme Court ruling that a detained Boku rival chief. We don't have a rival chief in Boku. We have one chief from the Supreme Court, 2003, ruled that Aburago Azoka II is the only chief of Boku, recognized chief of Boku, until otherwise. And that otherwise hasn't come yet. In 2013, when Akufo-Addo took Mahama to court and lost the case, were we calling Akufo-Addo rival president? In 2017, when Mahama took Akufo-Addo to court and lost, were we calling Mahama rival president? So I think that you journalists sometimes, you create more confusion in the minds of people. You create more problems in Boku.
I'm sure they will.
I beg you,
join down
Daily Guide. Look at it very well. This is the current legal authorized chief of Boku. Sedu Abagri is not a chief of Boku per the Supreme Court ruling, unless you tell me that you don't respect the ruling of the Supreme Court. And I think that they should republish this and apologize to Boku Naba and the people of Kosak, and perhaps some of us have to take them to the Supreme Court for contempt. Calling somebody a rival chief. Who is king team? Who gave them the authorization to make that person a rival chief?
Very well, Doc.
It's
Thank
contempt
you.
of
Larry.
courts.
So,
journalists, Daily Guide, we are waiting for your response, your apology to the Boku Naba and the good people of Kosak, and respect the Supreme Court ruling.
I'm sure
the only laws that exist in Ghana are those in the Constitution, those formulated by Parliament, and the rulings of what? The Supreme Court. And the ruling of the Supreme Court is a law in Ghana.
Thank you, Doc.
What you've said has sent chills down my spine.
Larry, 1 minute.
I think that is it. To correct, I'm coming. To correct some of this things, you guys should take a very good picture of the Boku Naba, okay, and put it in the public domain, so that anytime journalists are looking for pictures, they could just put. It's easier to pull it out, okay. So that's
Thank you.
Yeah, we make this mistake sometimes. I mean, even us. Sometimes you could have a name.
Serious mistake.
Yeah, I agree. We could have the president's picture, and then because you had used, former President Akufo-Addo's picture before, in pulling out that picture, you forgot to pull out the name. Then it goes. It happens. I mean, it happens to me. So, yes, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But see, let me say this. I noticed that this particular event, very key event, where the farmers in that particular district, that's the Kokrantumi area there, were complaining about the activities of Fulani herdsmen, and then their cattle destroying their farm. That story has been put in the dustbin, and we are talking about
the assault.
The assault. Key event that was to draw the attention of the public and then the policy makers to that area has been forgotten. And we are dealing with this. It's about time the IGP call his men to order. Do you understand? It's about time the IGP call his men to order.
He's promoting them.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's becoming way too
He's
much.
promoting those who deserve promotion.
Yeah, but
so you should punish those who deserve punishment.
Yes, but I think that but I think it even goes beyond the IGP to the minister. Institutions under Muntaka, the interior minister, I mean, are becoming, very unfriendly towards journalists, and it's not good enough. I mean, the fire service one we dealt with, and then this one, the police.
Unfortunately, forgive me.
Just 1 minute. I was trying to say something. That apparently they are saying that the journalist was assaulted 3 times.
3 times. He was strangled.
He was strangled 3 times. And then there was one.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll have to leave it here. Thank you so much. This has been a news review segment on Breakfast Day.
His boy.
redesigned with Franco refrigerators. Imagine a refrigerator that keeps your food fresher and longer. Enjoy advanced features like the multi-air flow technology for optimal cooling, the smart humidity control for moisture levels, the fast freeze function for rapid cooling, and the energy efficient control for reduced power consumption. We have the double-decker freezers in different types. We also have the chest freezers in different types. We have the tabletop freezers. Get yourself a refrigerator from Franco and you will never regret. For online purchasing, just visit our website at www.francotrading.com. Call the numbers on the screen for bulk purchasing and any assistance. Franco Refrigerators, freshness redefined.
In a world filled with challenges, we all need guidance, hope, and a lifeline to anchor us.
This is Lifeline, and I'm your host, Fred Crunchy Mensa.
From social issues, relationship challenges, and family matters, Lifeline is here to inspire, uplift, and guide you on your journey.
Where we give you support, where we hold your hand through the valley and through the thick and thins of life.
Join Bishop Fred Crunchy Mensa.
I welcome you especially to Lifeline.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on Channel 1 TV. Let's walk this path together, strengthen our faith, our families, and our lives. Lifeline, because every soul deserves a guiding light. Tune in to Lifeline on Channel 1 TV and let's grow together.
Full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters face to face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Umaru Sanda Amadou sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
Yes, I am Umaru Sanda Amadou. This is Face to Face, and you're welcome.
I say very often on the floor of Parliament that when we were in government, we got some things right, we got some things wrong.
Are you still planning to go to Parliament, or you want to look at national party office position?
No, I'll be going back to Parliament. There's an unfinished business which I need to do.
Sports has three legs: development, management, and promotion.
Disintegration is extreme. We do not wish that even on your worst enemy.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umaru Sanda Amadou on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel 1 TV.
The Sweet Root Secondary School Swesco Alumni Association invites all alumni to its annual all-year groups Thanksgiving and Remembrance Service. There will be remembrance of the departed PSCs and also the launch of the 67th Speech and Prize Giving Day. The date, Sunday the 18th of January 2026. Time, it's 2 p.m. Venue, Cedar Mountain Assemblies of God Church, East Legon. Contact your year group president and register your attendance now. Semper Cum Optimus, always with the best.
Let's get into the world of sports like never before.
You know how we do it on Fridays.
Join us every Friday at 7 p.m. on 97.3 City FM for Sports Panorama, your ultimate destination for all things sports.
One of the biggest scandals in this country's history. You can't spend 250 million USD and come out with that.
From the thrill of association football to the excitement of basketball, tennis, athletics, and even emerging sports, we cover it all. Whether it's the Premier League or the latest NBA showdown, we bring you the stories behind the stars.
Getting an opportunity to become a national team coach, he should understand the politics around football.
And don't miss the prayer of the rabbi.
Joe was Zebal. How Zebal there? Zebal won
We're not just about the games, we're about the community.
If you are going to be given this kind of treatment, then you need to be that guy
when I look at him play, he's not it.
Or when it's time for Don't Call Me.
Moria picky.
Join the conversation as we connect with fans across the country and beyond. Want the latest updates? Send us your thoughts and we'll feature your comments live on air. And remember, we like to hear your predictions for matches and your thoughts in general. Think you know who's going to win? Let us know.
Big shout outs to my YouTube people.
Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. only on 97.3 City FM. Sports Panorama, where sports come alive.
Me ke man bi mo no Kofi Adam no my kami. Matwale. Man ke la ke no ya ne. Mene. Fe mo sha ko ba club me fe ke DJ. Ni wo hia ka wo she. Ye Yesu gba mi. Amen.
Sports Panorama, your weekly sports fix. Don't miss out on the action. Sports Panorama. Catch the excitement every Friday.
Many thanks for staying with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV as the continuation from where Nana Tufo Boateng left off, and it's going to be an exciting 2-hour extension of the show from now to 11, where I'll say bye-bye to you. But I'm sure that you are doing well. My name is Philipni Latte. Heritage Caravan 2026. Amazing. I was shocked that this event got sold out just few hours after its announcement, or after we broke communication. And messages I got from some friends were like, oh, we wanted to be part of 2026 Heritage Caravan. It looks like it's like the cow getting through the eye of a needle. It's just slim. So you should be able to prepare yourself for the next one, 2027. And with that, if the amount of money or the amount you had for this year's own is anything to go by, then you have to put that amount down and get some little allowance. In case there is an increment, you adjust it so you come and pay. Because this is interesting. And it's going to be an 8-day event. Certainly it's going to be 14 regions. And it's going to be fantastic. I'm sure that the people who have made it on the list will be having fun in the month of March. And they'll be touring Ghana, they'll be experiencing Ghana. Certainly they'll be eating Ghana and they'll be wearing Ghana. So maybe we'll be giving you what we have here on the screens, and you'll be enjoying that on the screens. You'll be enjoying on social media as well. And you'll be enjoying on our online portals as well. The more reason why you should download the Channel 1 News app today, so that you'll be able to get all the information that we'll be putting across for you, because the Channel 1 News app is the only thing that can secure you the chance to see what will be happening on the Heritage Caravan. So this is the only opportunity for you to download the Channel 1 News app, so you can be able to get information of what will be happening. And also the channel1online.com has gotten some new features, so you'd want to get onto the website and get some new features that will certainly be put in, have been put on there, or we will definitely be putting up or uploading on that website. Not to forget the fact that if the Heritage Caravanites will be enjoying Ghana, they'll be eating Ghana and they'll be wearing Ghana. There is this one that we are doing, that is the Eating Ghanaian. Isn't just a choice, it's a movement. So let's join the movement and let's eat Ghana. There are a lot of things in Ghana you would want to experience. The rice, which is in abundance. We have the local foods. Jude is in studio, so maybe I'll have a brief conversation with Jude. Jude, when the Heritage Caravanites went the previous years, they made mention of something called Toto Papa. Yeah, so Votarian food be like that and all that. So make sure that you eat Ghana, you wear Ghana. The more reason why you have to be part of the Made in Ghana rice campaign that we are championing here on Channel 1 TV and also City 97.3 FM. And this is in partnership with Agri Impact, MasterCard Foundation, 24-hour economy. Join the movement now. Let's build Ghana. Don't just talk patriotism. Make sure that you are joining Ghana. The movement, you are eating Ghana, we are building Ghana. You are tasting it as well, so that we can build the country we have.
Philip, exactly a week ago, the country witnessed the swearing in of the new president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And a year later, a lot of people are talking about his administration's performance in sectors such as the economy, education, agriculture, and the likes. Today on Channel 1 TV at 11 a.m. right after when we are done with our show, we'll have a roundtable discussion on the second term of President John Dramani Mahama. So we'll be experiencing the likes of Mr. Kofi Asare, who runs Africa Education Watch as Executive Director. We'll also be speaking to Mother Mary Ada of the Ghana Integrity Initiative, who will be talking to us on anti-corruption. I'm expecting Oral to feature big on this program. Of course, Dr. Canton will be on as well, Professor Bob Watson, Dr. Ikea Odum, and David Ofosu-Dorte, who's a private legal practitioner and a law lecturer, who will be discussing issues in relation to infrastructure. So it promises to be an exciting, discussion on President Mahama's first day in office. And of course, we'll try and look into the crystal ball to see, or to also delve into what to expect in the remaining tenure of President Mahama. So it's happening live today at 11. You definitely don't want to miss out on this roundtable discussion.
So right after the breakfast daily, that
Absolutely.
event kicks off. So you'd want to stay with us here. Like we keep saying, don't flip the dial. Be with us here so that we can be able to get informed and also get educated. Not all the things that the John Dramani Mahama's government did in this first year that maybe viewers will know, but I'm sure this technocrats and this good minds will definitely be able to unearth a number of them. But Jude, let's move straight into the trends. And for me, I'm excited about this news that the $1.4 billion that is the energy debt in this first year. For me, one thing I just want is the light on. So if you are paying this amount of money to the IPPs, certainly the light should be on. And I'm sure that the general public, they are also really saying a lot of good things about what the government has done. That is the finance ministry to the IPP. So under President John Dramani Mahama, who took office in January 2025, the administration settled arrears to independent power producers, gas suppliers, ENI and Vitol, and fully restored the World Bank's $500 million partial risk guarantee for the Sankofa gas project. And that's the finance minister, Atuforsen, highlighted this as a proof of fiscal discipline, with payment including $339 million to IPPs like Car Power Shape and Send Power, plus $480 million in gas invoices. The movement aims to stabilize power supply after years of shortage, and that's over $3 billion, earning praises for boosting the industry, while skeptics debate the debt origin. But I think that the most important thing is that the lights are on, but people are commenting on it as well, because in the month of December, during Christmas, we saw some lights going off here and there. Even yesterday in the Ashanti region, there was a situation like that, but that I think had to be with a major
that was citywide, right?
Yeah, that was a major technical issue. But the most important thing is that our lights are supposed to be on. Don't put off the lights. So if the IPPs are certainly being settled, this will just see, someone will say, see inside for us, so that we'll be able to put on the lights. But let's bring you comments on this, what the public is saying about the lights on, and also the amount of money that has been paid to the IPP. This one says, commendable though, but you know very well, Cassell Atuforsen, that's the foundation, was projectly laid by the previous administration to clear this debt. Well, yeah, government is a going concern. So certainly if one government starts, another would have to continue. Atto is forcing. Well, hey Atto, well done. Hey Atto, in whose voice? In the minority leader's voice, Apenyomakin, Jude's friend. Hey Atto, I like the fact that this NDC government respects social media and shows us proof of everything they are doing. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Well, social media is very powerful and it has to be used.
It's interesting because I saw a social media post by the former finance minister, and I'm referring to Dr. Mohammed Amin Anta, and he accused government or berated government for trying to score political points
with this.
Exactly, and in his words, he used PR for every move it's made with relation to its effort in the energy sector. Because according to him, his government before exiting office, made significant payments with regards to, power purchase, but didn't, characterize it with this, euphoria. So it's got a lot of people talking, and of course, the pushback was, the state of the economy at that time. Nothing we were going to do was going to really be of excitement to Ghanaians,
to the general public.
And in any case, as a government, why didn't you hype it yourself? So, but the point is that it's good news. I agree with you. For a lot of businesses and for a lot of individuals, they want their lights on.
Very
so we want to commend government for its efforts in that regard so far, and hope that the remaining. I've seen actors within the space call for a proper breakdown of outstanding payments left, so that we know the strength of our economy and also know, how long, a detailed breakdown in terms of when it intends to pay the remaining, charges, and that would be a proper step towards, accountability, right? So we welcome this news and we say kudos to government for this initiative.
But a lot more needs to be done. Yeah, certainly.
I mean, if you look at the IPP the statements by the IPPs, right, that was signed up by, I think, Mr. Elikpli Makpetogo, you get the sense that while they welcome this, they are also very concerned about outstanding payments.
Very important.
Sometimes,
because if you do not pay and it now accrues or it becomes a bigger amount to be paid, then they would have to have issues with the government and see our lights.
And in a very unlikely case where the exchange rate, or the CD depreciates, it becomes even more difficult. So you get a lot of experts say that we need to take advantage of this really sharp appreciation of the CD against major trading currencies. So we'll see how this story unfolds. But for a lot of people, they're excited that government is really doing the basics when it comes to keeping their lights on and
I'm sure we'll be hearing more of this on the roundtable and later in the day from 11 to 2 p.m. I understand Bassa has done something.
So what has Bassa not done?
They said Bassa defended their Spanish Super Copa title, right?
Yeah, this was 2 days ago
with 2-3 victory.
And the biggest fallout really from this is that after the very impressive win against, see the Super Clash, as they call it, is arguably one of the greatest rivalries in world sport. So Real Madrid, Barcelona, anytime they play, there's excitement. They both have huge following. They're arguably 2 of the world's top 5 biggest football clubs. So if you are playing, there's public excitement. Now the biggest fallout is that, of course, Barca won, and for the first time since 2011, they have won back-to-back, Super Cups. And for a lot of people, it's surprising because it means that after Messi, they've not really been dominant when with regards to this competition. But the biggest fallout really from this is that, Real Madrid sacked their coach in the aftermath of this defeat. As to whether this game was a trigger.
Is there a sacking spree somewhere?
Well, I think it started with Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
I think 1st January or 2nd January, Chelsea Yamutu through their coach Enzo Maresca somewhere. Then along the line, we've seen other clubs. Man United also do same, and now Real Madrid. The point is that you can't really tell whether it was coming or the game they lost to Barcelona triggered this, but after 8 months, and of course, Xabi Alonso is a legend when it comes to Real Madrid football. You know, he was there for about 5 seasons. He won the league. He won, I think, the Champions League as well. You know, won the World Cup with Spain. You know, so he's not a mean guy. So to sack him after how many games and 8 months, you know, it got raised a lot of eyebrows. But the truth is that the performances, they were okay, but it wasn't vintage Real Madrid.
Yeah.
You know, when you have Mbappe, when you have Vinicius, when you have Jude Bellingham, when you have Rodrigo, when you have Tchouaméni, you have Camavinga, you have Courtois, you know, you
Are you a Barca fan?
I'm not a Barca fan. But the point is that when you have all of these quality of players, you expect a certain level of
play.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, at the highest level. So they weren't really getting that. As to whether it's coaching, Xabi Alonso went through coaching in Germany. You know, his first, not proper experience, but, you know, very top flight. And he won the league without losing a game. So he's not like some random guy. He understands what he's doing. But there's also an issue about coaching too many talents, where there are lots of egos. Everybody feels like they're big. You know, it goes beyond tactics to managing egos, managing players, managing their fame, you know, and getting them to deliver on the pitch. So it's a lot of issues, right? But I wish him well.
Well, so
maybe your team can hire him. You know, I'm sure United can hire Xabi Alonso. He'll probably do a good job for them.
He'll do a good job anyway.
I think so.
So away from the sports, let's just wrap up with this. When you say wins best female, okay, Xavi's comment. Let's bring you that quickly on what happened to the Barca.
Yeah. So some of the comments coming in very quickly.
The comment on the Xavi one, or the sports one.
Xabi Alonso's Real Madrid sack. So Shai Ferrari tweets and says, amazing win, it's against Real Madrid, which makes it even bigger, obviously. And this, obviously, from a Barca fan. Some other comments coming in. Melvin tweets and said, so disappointed at the Real Madrid team. Barcelona couldn't score a single goal against Chelsea, defeating the whole Real Madrid. Yeah, I like where you are going with this one. Galacticos era. And clearly a Real Madrid fan, you know, on the basis of this handle, says that one of the few Madrid legends to be universally loved, couldn't win over Madrid players. This is the club I'm supporting, and his size. You know what I was saying about, you know, he's a Madrid legend, you know. But hey, football doesn't always follow whether you're a big name or not.
Football it is.
And this other one from Musiala era tweets and says, Xabi Alonso is genuinely one of the kindest and most humble people in football. I don't think people understand how toxic Madrid's dressing room must be for him to feel this way. And by the way, Philip, let me just quickly add for those who don't know that there was a sort of seeming fallout between Xabi Alonso and one of the stars of this Real Madrid team, Kylian Mbappe. So there's a video where, you know, Kylian Mbappe sort of gave contradictory orders to the Real Madrid players, you know, and everybody was figuring like, who is really in charge of this team? Is it Mbappe, who is the captain, or Xabi Alonso? And it seemed that the players, you know, followed the instructions of Xabi Alonso. So you get of Mbappe. So you get the sense that maybe the coach had really lost his authority in the dressing room. All of these are speculations. We don't know what it is, but hey, he's been sacked, so it doesn't really matter.
That's it with the football. So quickly on the Wandishe one, winning the best female in West Africa as the Afrima 26 award, and that is Wendy. You know that her music, Opresha Berise. Dreamy betting. That's a nice song.
You know I like
which one?
I say Bemi Abia Peshe.
That's interesting. Anyway, so let's bring you comment on that briefly. Let me bring you the video of the day. She's winning Artist of the Year, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. Wow, this is coming from Kobo 2 official. Anyway, so the next one is.
Yeah, moving on from Kobo official, Humble Black tweets and says, Wandishe just made Ghana proud at Nigeria winning the best female. Okay, I think the event was held in Nigeria.
You know, that music of hers, a lot of Nigerians used it.
Which song?
The one I just sang, the Pressure Berise song.
But we didn't understand the words.
they like the. I think they like the instrumentals. It's really
no,
helped.
If I sing the song, we can hear.
Maybe later on the show. The producers will play it.
You have to say
anyway.
If I give me one line.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They say, "Oh, pressure be rising."
Actually,
I journey be thinking. When they see body, see yeah, sa. Is that it's too late? Oh, go listen to that song.
Oh yeah. It's too late.
That's song.
Oh yeah, that's what's in the background.
Yeah, that's what's in the background. Yeah, that's what's in the background. So,
but is that a Kutia song?
I really don't know. But let the song play. Then you hear it. You hear. I like the chorus of this song. So,
but is this the song she used in Winning? Was it like the headline song?
I think that a lot of people have got into the song and people are using it. You go to a lot of events and all that, and she even got a sort of a gig out of it. She got some, So the chorus is coming. So you hear the chorus. That's a good one.
What's the title of the song?
It's too late.
It sounds like a song Ghanaians to sing at MPP after the 2024 election.
Yeah. So there's a part in there that
congratulations to Wendy Shea. I think it's in order. We are proud of the achievement because Afrima is a big platform, right?
Yeah, Afrima is a very, very big platform. So if this song, and I like the fact that if you do well, a lot of people will buy into what you've done, and this is it. I dream the better when you see sexy body. Yes, sir.
I'm Jamie on the show. Anyway,
Anyway, that's it. So, thank you so much for that. So that's Wendy Shea, and let's bring you.
But you know her song on Bema Bia Peshe, Semichemwana or She.
I've not heard that song yet. Let's bring you the video of the day.
When I look into your eyes, tell me why you are crying. You said you love me and you lie, I yet you made me smile. When I look into your eyes, tell me why. When I look into your eyes, tell me why you are crying. You said you love me and you lie, I yet you made me smile. When I look into your eyes, tell me why. When I look into your eyes, tell me why you are crying. You said you love me and you lie, I yet you made me smile.
But do you know what this teaches me?
Mm-hmm.
If you are doing something and somebody is sitting at the back,
more or less with this
and the person, someone is standing behind, and you're like, I can easily do it. Leave it for the person.
If it be easy, do am.
If it be easy, do am. The doctor thought it was easy.
There's no morality in this.
There is. About this one. We are just not watching just for watching.
There's no morality.
There is.
The morality is that train your dogs.
Train your dogs not to chew pepper.
Not to be doing hinya to people.
Anyway, so that is it for
it looks like an AI video to me. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it could.
It's funny, right? The way this AI thing is moving. You know, there was a picture of President Mahama wearing
the Frida Youth,
the sneaker,
and they gave it to him over the weekend.
Exactly,
and he was wearing top and down
jeans.
With
the jeans and denim jacket over a white T-shirt. Yeah. You know, standing on what appears to be a tarmac.
Was that an AI video?
Exactly.
Picture? You know, but it looked very real.
And you know the crazy aspect of this, some media houses went to town with it as though President Mahama was actually, wearing the sneakers in that shot. So it's becoming increasingly scary.
So it's then brings in misinformation and disinformation.
Absolutely.
So you have to be very careful of what you consume as an audience.
We know we did this whole cybersecurity awareness month. I think we need to really go back to it again, and it shouldn't really be a monthly thing. It should be a yearly thing. Every time in a year, we should be in the faces of people. Because my point is that it might be a harmless photo, but you don't know when next somebody is going to really do something that could even threaten national security. So I don't know, but we should probably have a conversation.
I'm sure there's a way for you to authenticate a picture or a video, whether it's AI.
But that is for sophisticated people like you and me who work in a newsroom.
Maybe the little things would have to be taught to the, let me say, the layman, so that he or she will understand.
Do you teach your parents how to?
So there's this thing of verification. So you can call somebody to ask. Somebody you trust should know better. You call and ask that, I have seen
to shock you. The people you think that know better might actually really fall for it. So the point is that we need to.
A lot of education must go in there. Yeah, a lot of education must go in there. Anyway, so we are moving straight into our communities. We'll be focusing on two communities possibly. But the first place is Bandai, where we are moving to now, and that has to do with road infrastructure there that is in a very deplorable situation. Our correspondent Mohammed M. Alabira filed this report. Let's bring you the report quickly. We have conversations on it on the show. Stay with us.
In September last year, Channel 1 News highlighted the poor condition of the Pandai-Nkanchina road, which prompted youth in the area to stage a demonstration, urging the newly appointed district chief executive to fix the road. At the time, the DCE appealed for patience, assuring the youth that their concerns will be addressed. Just 4 months later, that promise has been fulfilled. As part of a district road improvement project, drip machines have been deployed to rehabilitate the road. When Channel 1 News revisited the area, the road had become highly motorable, with residents and the youth commending the DCE for honoring his commitment. During a follow-up visit on Saturday, January 10th, members of the Nkanchina Youth for Development and other road users expressed appreciation to the government and the district chief executive for the intervention.
On behalf of the association, I want to thank our DCE for the good work that he has done for us. We say kudos to him. In fact, we have never seen something like this before. Today, we are really happy. The whole community is very happy about the good things that the DC is doing for us.
Other members of the group also shared their joy and appreciation with Channel 1 News, appealing for the road to eventually be tied to fully meet their development aspirations.
As we always say, Oliver Twist, we just want to appeal on behalf of the DCE. Our road actually is okay, but we appeal to see if he can do the quota for us, as we normally say. You see, the road is leading from the college to Pandai.
Women in the community say the improved road has made it easier for them to conduct their businesses and access health facilities during emergencies.
The president, no, as I say, why DC Papa Amay? When you are swatched to 3 man, Yanyama, na ebedura war, Nasa Mudia Port say Uncle Wa. A big cry, Yabe, your war, Quenso, because Quenin yet, a bell so sa, a big cockrana, a day, assembly about Obiba Wono and Yanaba, and I'm Quenin.
Previously, commercial vehicles and tricycle operators, popularly known as Yellow, charge high fares due to the poor condition of the road. Today, operators say they have reduced fares and are pleased with the improvement.
At first, if you are doing Pandai with Yellow, I'm a Yellow rider. If you are carrying people to Pandai, the way you find it difficult before you get to Pandai, due to the road nature, we charge people more than the normal fare because we take 10 cedis, but because of the road nature, we take 15 cedis. And it's not our fault to take that, it's because of our road. So we thank Honorable DC.
The district chief executive for Pandai also commended the youth for their resolve, acknowledging that their advocacy motivated him to act.
When I resumed office at the DC, the youth of Nkanchina mobilized, irrespective of their political color here. They came together. They know the problem that is facing them here is not only NDC or it's not only MPP. The problem is affecting all of them. And that problem is what? It is about their road, the nature of the road as at that time, came to my office and then cried to me that this year we have come to plead with you, even though we know we have a lot of problems at Nkanchina, but our major problem is the road.
He further advised the youth and
want to plead with the youth of Nkanchina, because I may say I am doing this road because of the youth of Nkanchina, because they have pushed, and I want them to know that this road now is their property. They should make sure that they take good care of them.
So this is good story. This is good. The fact that a story was told about a deplorable road, the DC or the assembly has moved in to ensure that the road is fixed. This is what we want in the country, because it's not always to be painting you be bringing the bad stories, but if you bring the stories, you need sort of an action. So if an action has been done, you certainly need to let the general public know. But I know that from what has been done in that area, like what the residents and also the motorists indicated, it has reduced travel time. They are able to go about their day-to-day activities very easy. And you know that once you have a very good road in a community, it helps economic activity. So you are going to the market or you are going to the farm, you are able to cut your goods straight to the market. It helps your activity move on. Also, when it comes to health, it also helps with that, because you are able to move from the home to the hospital in case of emergencies and all that. Education to same. So it boosts almost every aspect of the economy in the community. Yeah.
That's
very
true,
important.
But there's also some context to this, right? And you can't neglect the fact that it is very possible that the area or the constituency might see a rerun, or yes, a rerun, not a by-election. Because, you know, so we need to be mindful of the context here. And I don't want to sound pessimistic, you know, or dismissive, but we also know how those in authority behave when
elections we are foreseeing some elections
approach. There's precedence to this, right? So remember Ejisu.
Yeah.
Remember even Ablekuma North.
Yeah.
You know, remember the other one that took place where all of a sudden, you know, roads are being fixed.
Yeah.
You know, goodies are being. And when I talk about goodies, you know.
And Kumi's constituency was what?
Kumeu. Thank you very much. Not Kumeu.
Yeah.
Kumeu was in
Akutia.
You know, of course, that's also a very good example. Yeah. So I don't want
I think
to say
Sing North as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All of those happened in the previous
administration.
Ablekuma North rerun.
Yeah.
That wasn't a by-election. That was a rerun. That happened when NDC was in government. Same for Akutia as well. But we saw the same trend where all of a sudden government is allocating more resources to the area. In the case of Akutia, I think the election was on a Wednesday or Thursday.
But Alabira is on the line.
I'm coming. On Monday in Akutia, government went and launched a DVLA office. So sometimes I'm very skeptical to, you know, really look at what the motives
But Alabira is on the line. Let me just ask him. He filed this report. Whether something is influencing that decision for which that road was fixed. Alabira, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I trust you are doing well.
Alhamdulillah, I am doing very well.
Happy New Year.
May the happy return for
Tell us the nature, or describe to us the nature of the road before it was fixed. And Jude also wants to understand whether there is any political connotation to this that has led to the road to be fixed. Maybe you can tell us what you know on the grounds.
Yeah, thank you very much. The Pandai Nkanchina Road is one of the, maybe I would say, one of the most important roads in the district. Because Nkanchina holds the, the nursing college. You know, Pandai district has only one tertiary institution, which is the Pandai Health School. And the road there, it was in a very bad state. In September, when I went to do the story, it was the youth that mobilized that no, that the road is bad, because many students who prior to maybe they didn't know that the road to the place was bad. When they chose the school, and after they were spent there, seriously, many of them became disappointed because they can't come to it. Just Kanchina to Pandai is about 15 to 20 minutes ride. But because of the road, sometimes you spend almost an hour there, and so it was something. But when the youth actually did the demonstration and went to the DCE, but then it was that teaching office, he actually pleaded with them that he is also a native of Pandai, and he knows the potential of the community, what the community can do or is doing for the district. Because the community too is also close to a river where people fish. They do fishing over there. So plenty of fish from the district comes from that community too. So actually the community, Kanchina community, is a commercial community in the Pandai district. So when the district chief executive actually gave them this assurance, the youth also understood him and they went back. So I was surprised actually when I went there, because areas that I was going the first time with my motorbike, I almost fell in some places. But this time when we were going, actually we passed there and I didn't realize that no, this was the place that I was traveling the first time. And as to look this thing, from what I saw on the ground, truly, I would say no, it's not linked to the rerun this thing. It was just from the DCE itself. Because the whole of the eastern corridor of the particularly the northern region, I've been going around, and I also have that plan to look at it. The drip equipment, most of them are parked at the district assembly. All the districts in the region here, in the eastern corridor here to northeast, all are parked at the district assembly or at the police station. None is being used. And when I contacted them, they say there are no resources for them. Like with this one, the DCE tells me that he is using his own money to, get fuel for them to use. So what is being done there actually is from the DCE himself. He is actually doing that, and the youth are very happy with this.
No, are you saying that this is a project that is funded by the assembly, or a project that, let's say, it's an individual's money that is going inside? Because you keep saying that DC. Is it the assembly funding it, or government funding it, or is the district chief executive as an individual that is funding this?
Yes, I think it's both. From what I got from the DCE was that, yes, the drip equipment or the drip machines are for the district assembly, but fuel for them to operate. That one is actually coming from the DCE. That was the understanding I got from him, or the explanation he gave to me on the day.
Interesting.
So it is done in collaboration with the district assembly, but it is the DCE who is using his own money to fuel the machine.
Wow, the DCE must be rich.
Do we know how much this project is costing the DCE?
And the assembly?
Yes, the DCE says he's actually he's working with the filling station. Actually, when I was entering Pandai, I actually saw them at the filling station. Pandai, taking fuel there. So the DCE tells me currently he wants them to finish so that maybe the fuel station operator or manager wouldn't give him the cost. That was what he told me. So actually, I did not actually know how much he's spending on this place.
Thank you so much for your time, Mohammed Aminu Alabira, my very good friend, but you've abandoned me recently, but it's okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time. So keep doing the good work in your
Philip,
region.
There's a problem with a DC, saying that he's using his own personal funds.
Maybe he can't wait for central government
and wants
to get it done as soon as possible. Looking at the fact that his constituents or his people are bearing the brunt of that deplorable stretch.
You know, there are other ways you can mobilize community to do it. Now, you know, for him to embark on a project like that, he needs to tell us what his funding sources are, right? Because you also don't want to get to, what if he gets midway through the project and he says that his funds are finished and there's some heap of sand in the middle of the road and he's stuck, you know? So we need to be clear where he's getting the funding from to embark on this, whether he's doing it, you know, out of goodwill, such that he's not expecting anything in return, or whether he's going to, you know, file for some kind of payments to him when government settles. Because the point really is that we've seen in the past how people or some appointees, you know, came across as not doing anything or not. For example, let me just be straight.
Not doing anything to get something in return.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it wasn't really the case.
Expected something in return.
They probably got more.
So the district chief executive is on, Haruna Abdul Karim. Let's speak to him, and the questions you have, you can direct to him. So
Haruna, good morning. I trust you well.
Good morning, sir.
How are the people of Pandai doing?
By the grace of Allah, we are doing great.
Amazing. We'll come to your issues with regards to whether or not the re-election or the rerun for the parliamentary will take place. But for today's conversation, we saw a story filed by our correspondent in your region, you know, on the work you've embarked on with regards to fixing the Nkanchina Road. What else can you tell us about this project?
So, thank you very much. Good morning once again. Good morning to the people of Pandai and Ghana. Good morning to the people of Channel 1. My name is Honorable Haruna Abdul Karim, the DC for Pandai District. The issue of Nkanchina Road, when I resumed office at the DCD, the youth of Nkanchina mobilized themselves and then came to my office to plead that I try to work on their roads for them because the nature of it was very terrible. And that is the only place we have our tertiary school, that is in Nkanchina. Yeah, when they came to my office, I told them I heard what they are saying, but to all let us put it in prayer. It is God who does things. If God gives me the wisdom to do it, I'll be able to do it. So thank God, as we are speaking, the Nkanchina Road is being fixed to about 80-something%. I'm with some few kilometers to end the whole road. It's about 12 kilometers.
Wow. When you say
Panda to Nkanchina.
When you say the road is being fixed, is this to say that it's going to be asphalted as well and the necessary drainage system and all ancillary works fixed on this 12-kilometer stretch you are referring to?
The issue of the asphalting, I leave that one to the hands of the leadership of the party. I think I don't have the financial muscle to asphalt it. But grading and graveling, I am working on that one to make sure that it is motorable to the people of Nkanchina and in surrounding.
But we know that it is not the duty of the party to asphalt roads in the constituency. So I'm not sure about when you say you are leaving it to the party. Do you mean government? The ministry?
Yes.
Interesting. I also want you to clarify for us, where are you getting the funds from to embark on this project? My correspondent tells me that even though you're using the drip machines, you are funding the staff who are working on this and also the fuel used, you know, in the operation of these machines. Do we know, can you tell us where these funds are coming from?
Actually, if your correspondent tells you this, is perfectly right. I am working on this road with my own financial model.
How much has gone into this project so far, and how much are you expecting to spend on this?
Actually, as we are speaking, I am not even in Pandai. I am in Tamale. if I were to be in Pandai, I would consult my paper to tell you how much has gone there so far. If that may not deserve, we'll look at it another time so that I'll be able to give you the actual figure.
Beautiful. So right now what you are doing is some sort of preliminary works, grading and ongoing going on the stretch. Is that what you're doing? Grading and graveling. Yeah. So what is the long-term plan for this particular road after the grading and graveling?
Yes, like I said earlier, on the long-term plan should be that after the actual grading and graveling is being done, the ministry will come to our aid, the aid or assembly, to make sure that we aspect it, because it leads to our nursing college, and that is the only tertiary school we have in Pandai. So if it is aspected, it will help the people of Pandai, Intentional, and its surroundings.
Interesting. Honorable, I want to just circle back to the issue around funding for this, because you know it's of prime importance to your constituents. Can you tell us, so this, you are not going to ask for a refund, just to be sure?
Hello?
Yes, hello. Honorable, can you hear? Are you still on the line?
Yeah, I'm on the line.
Yes, my question to you is, are you going to seek a refund when this project is completed?
Personally, I will not seek for a refund, but if the ministry, as we are taking here, that this is what the DC of Pandai is doing, using its own resources, they want to come to the aid of the DC to also support him for what he has done, it is welcome.
So if
the people of Nkanchina are my people, they are part of Pandai, and because of the people of Pandai that His Excellency the President put me there. And as we are speaking, if your correspondent will tell you, it is not only in Nkanchina, there is another community called Adequati. They even have a huge, a high mountain. As we are speaking, when you go there today, the mountain is down.
I have two more questions for you. So my question really is, if the ministry offers you a refund, you accept it?
I will accept and use it for another developmental project for the people of Pandai.
Interesting.
Because we still have a lot that we need to be worked on. The roads are there.
Now, the project you're embarking on, did you do any feasibility studies? Did it go through any standards with regards to the feasibility of it, right? Did you get a ministry to give you the go-ahead or the clearance to do this, or you are doing this out of your own estimates?
I'm doing this out of my own estimates. But I informed the Minister of Transport and then also informed the DRIP National Coordinator. This is what I'm doing. Even I picked tickets and sent it to them.
So did they give you the go-ahead?
Hello?
Hello, Honorable. I'm asking if the DRIP administration or administrative powers gave you the go-ahead to embark on this project you are doing.
Yes, I would say yes, because I remember the last time I was discussing with him concerning roads. He said we should start doing something. We should not be sitting down waiting for government to come and say, take this and go and do A, B, C, D. We should also be doing it on our own.
Okay. So now, since you've indicated that Joseph Bukari Nikpe, who is the Transport Minister, and also Neil Lante van der Poel, the DRIP coordinator, both are aware of what you are doing. Have you had any conversation with the Roads Ministry yet, led by Kwame Abuja?
That one, not yet.
Okay.
But Honorable, you agree that this actually clearly falls within the purview of the Roads Ministry and not necessarily the Transport Ministry?
Yes, I said I mentioned to him because he was with us in Kandai, and I told him my intention.
Okay, beautiful.
Actually, I wrote proposed even to the feeder roads, indicating to them that these are the roads that we want to link them to the district capital. And as we are speaking, I am still waiting for approval of those roads.
Yeah, but Honorable, then the challenge is if you've not received approval from them, what's the legitimacy of this project? Because what if it turns out that even the demarcations you have is not the approved route? Wouldn't it have been better to then wait for the ministries go ahead before you embark on this, laudable initiative for your constituents?
That is good, but anyway, but we shouldn't always sit down for the ministers to come and initiate things before we also do what you feel like you can start doing. So far as it is not a bad thing, I think the initiative is okay because it is benefiting my own people, and I know how they are suffering, and that way when they are applying it.
Anyway, that's a very good one you have done there, and kudos to you. And we just hope and pray that the Roads Ministry also be looking at what you are doing and would add their quota to it for it to be a very good road. Thank you so much, and keep doing the good work. We will be following up with the other roads that you made mention of that are also under construction. But certainly, you need government support. Thank you, Haruna Abdul Karim, DC for Pandai, who has been able to put his his support to ensure that the roads in his constituency or in his municipality are being fixed, especially with the very one that we made mention of on the show. We take a quick break here. When we come back, we have more for you on the show. Stay with us. This is Breakfast Daily on Channel One TV.
Welcome to The Point of View. This is your favorite current affairs show here on Channel One Television. On The Point of View, we pick the right topics, get the right guests, and ask them relevant questions on issues that matter to you.
With the complexities of the issues happening around us on a daily basis, it's the hard-hitting conversations and the probing questions of The Point of View.
So what is the Public Account Committee's job?
So what we do is to scrutinize, clarify, and find out why certain infractions have been made.
What do these IMF programs try to do?
The current program is for budget support.
Okay.
There are no projects attached.
That teases apart the twisted entanglements of politics and governance, as well as religious and social discourse. The Point of View brings you the policymakers and duty bearers and drills down to the very bottom of issue.
What authority do you have?
The Point of View airs every Monday and Wednesday at 9 p.m. only on Channel One TV. The Sweet Rose Secondary School, SWESCO Alumni Association invites all alumni to its annual all-year groups Thanksgiving and Remembrance Service. There will be remembrance of the departed PACAs and also the launch of the 67th Speech and Prize Giving Day. The date, Sunday the 18th of January 2026. Time, it's 2 p.m. Venue, Cedar Mountain Assemblies of God Church, East Legon. Contact your year group president and register your attendance now. Semper Cum Optimus, always with the best.
See, the way I've been suffering here. Finally, God has listened to my prayers. Let me tell you something. This interview I come to do, if you not get me, man, Ayuba already there. At the Vipers Ayuba. I want a nice looking lady. Nice one like that.
Get ready for all the shenanigans, the gossip, the gisting, and the jiving. The typical happenings at a Ghanaian pub, aka Sport.
Everything was sauce. Charlie, this one no suspicion. So good. That's the girl she feel me. Hey, but just now as they bring the two, some scene will happen for the counter back there. No, the girl be.
I'm here with these guys trying to prepare a surprise proposal party for you. And you are here chilling with this guy.
Don't miss this fun and engaging TV series, Junction 5, on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. only on Channel One TV.
Many thanks for staying with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. So from one community to the next, we are moving to Medina. Yesterday I was there. It was an interesting one to see that sanity or the place has been really put into its shape where there is free flow of traffic. But after filing or talking to the people, then speaking to the authorities that be in the area, they raised another big concern that has to do with say church drivers or commercial vehicle drivers parking on the shoulders of the road. Let's bring you this brief report I put together when I went there, and after we speak to an authority from the assembly on their long-term plan to ensure that that particular problem is resolved, so that the individuals who are using the stretch from Accra through to Ibri wouldn't have gridlock at Medina every now and then. Let's bring you that report.
And a bit to ensure that there is free flow of traffic at the Medina Zongo Junction area, the Lankwantana Municipal Assembly has ensured that no pedestrian crosses the main road, but rather uses the footbridge. But another issue has been raised that drivers who park on the shoulders of the road must be cleared.
This kind of lorry park, they have to go back a little. Look at this. They are still on the one side of the vehicles are still on the road. It has to be controlled. Otherwise, the work that they are doing will be no man's work. Will be at zero. In fact, it's very appalling to see that kind of thing. So that also has to be worked on. If they can get them a station, for all the vehicles, so that the roads will be cleared, I think it will be very well. Concerning the pedestrian crossing, we could see now this place is now a motorway. Unlike those days, you can't cross this very place. But in fact, one more time, kudos to the assembly.
Meanwhile, some drivers and marketwomen have been sharing their views on the concerns that have been raised.
I think say a time ago you see new market women market. They can go ahead and do their wish for them. We are all Ghanaian. They will not come back because I no say safety into no mu ye. And to say uko na omutimi ma obia ko it's okay, but obi be ko na obi nko. That's where the problem is.
As for what I've seen for the past day is true, especially the Accra people, the ones that load from here to Accra, Medina to Accra, especially they are the ones that blocking the road. But as for we there, you can see we are hiding somewhere overhead. So as for we there, it's not affecting us at all. If maybe we should ask them to go and give us maybe station to affect our work. Surely I don't think the people will come to where I don't really know where will be the location. But if maybe they will get somewhere around for us, because where this place that we are working, I think everything is moving on. But when they send us to a different place, I don't think maybe if it will work normally. So I feel like here it's okay.
We there inside this thing after the payment, so we are in it. But Accra people plus Kasua, we then stand for the road talk. We told them they don't agree.
So they have been blocking the road?
They have been blocking the road. Sometimes, but if you can't carry them all, go. But you know the procedure there, if they cannot go, they will come back again.
Deputy Director for the Lankwantana Medina Municipal Assembly Confidence logo has indicated that the Assembly will ensure that the needful is done.
We have city gas patrolling day and night to ensure that they don't come back. And we've also been able to feed them into the main market. Some of them, there are spaces, so some of them have been able to find spaces. And also there's a land that is a market, but it's not fully developed. So the plan is that after everything is settled, the rest will be put there, including the drivers here, those that have put a station here. Yeah, there's a station here. That's also part of the pedestrian movement. It hampers their movement. So they will all be sent there. It's not far from here. There's a station there. It's a market. So with time, we'll move all of them there. But we are here to re-engineer the place to make sure that all the needed facilities there for them to go, so that when they go, they will stay.
It is evidence that enough measures must be put in place by the Lankwantanan Madina Municipal Assembly to ensure that recalcitrant drivers do not park at this section of the road to create gridlock after seeing the sign, which is a no parking sign. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I am Philip Nihlate.
So that's a report I found when I went to the area, and Jude, I must say that the assembly has done well. I would have to thumbs up, kudos, bravo. The assembly has done well. Other assemblies should learn from them. The reason why I'm saying this is that if you should get to that area by between the hours of 6 to 11, crossing that stretch, that is the Madina Zongo Junction, it's a difficult thing. But yesterday you could tell that there was free flow, sanity had prevailed, free flow of traffic, people moving about their day to going. It was like sort of free flow of traffic, people moving from Madenta to Madina, now coming down to Ponglo before they come down to Accra. I think it's a good work. But another big problem, like I indicated, is the church drivers. You know our church drivers. Yeah, hand must go to mouth. So certainly they were doing their own thing, but there should be an sort of a structure put in place for these drivers to ensure that they adhere to the laid down rules and regulations so that they'll do the needful. But we understand the municipal chief executive for Lankwantanan Madina Municipal Assembly, Ibrahim Fusaini Fila is, or Fiala rather, maybe he's joining us to have further conversations with Honorable. Good morning.
Good morning.
Did I mention your name right, or I butchered it?
You've done your best. I mean, so long as it's not an
okay.
word, I mean, you've done it well.
Okay. Thank you so much. And I want to say congratulations to yourself and your assembly. You've done a very good job by ensuring that there is sanity at the Madina area. But before I enter into this one, the recent one that you would want to clear the church road drivers from the shoulders of the road, how many months did you take you to implement what is happening at the place as we speak now?
Which one is currently happening?
So with the individuals not crossing, they're using the footbridge, your task force ensuring that the place is clean. Yes. Yeah. Yesterday I saw some individuals being asked to go back and use the footbridge. How many months did it take you to implement such drastic actions to ensure that there is free flow of traffic in the area every time?
Yeah. Thank you very much, and then good morning to you, viewers and listeners as well, and to your good self. I'm so grateful for the insight that is also picked from Lankwantanan Madina Municipal Assembly. It took us for some number of months because, you know, in an assembly, it is impossible for you to be able to spend without budget. When I came in office, I realized there is an empty budget when it comes to the issues of this kind of developmental agenda. Therefore, I implore the likes of the assembly members, the budget officers, and the others, and then we had what we call the review, and then we're able to include it in the system for the review year. That's ending 2025. So with that, I was able to come out with we were able to come out with a solution. And that is what so far you are seeing at Madina Zongo Junction. By putting the wire mesh, reinforcing the base, because it has a foundation. But looking further, you realize that the work that was done initially could not complete to the basement of the whole thing. Therefore, I was able to, put it further to ensure that we get all these things correct, and to get the pedestrians also to comply by using the bridge. So that is what so far. I think I can even view it from your screen. I mean, people are now using the bridge instead of the median crossing.
Wow.
Looking from where we came from, I came and met, I think, a fatal accident of not less than 53 of persons died within the past 7 years.
Wow.
But looking at the situation, I don't think we have to continue like that. There should be some way, somehow, a stop. Therefore, we're able to drive this activity.
Okay, good. So you just make mention of the fact that you can see it on our screen, and on your screen now what drone shot is showing. But if you've seen on the right,
the left hand, the right hand,
good, where the trotro drivers, what is the plan?
Yes, currently we realize that, not even currently, it was before even I came to the office. We realize that the trotros are also using the shoulders of the road, which is not the best. It is unpalatable. We don't have to encourage it at all. In fact, for the past few months, we were able to clear them by ensuring that they use the inside link. But they are also appealing to us that the station that they were using were, somebody has taken it away from them. Therefore, we also try to do a further interrogation, which also give us the in-depth idea of what has been done or what is being used that place for. Currently, it's in the court. We are also doing everything possible with the court. We are liaising with the court. We are liaising with all the important stakeholders to ensure that these lands are reverted back to the community. You see, Medina has been a search that Medina has a vacant land for the public use. But some way, somehow, some individual miscreants find their way to convert it in their names. I, being here as a son of Medina, I verily know most of the land that has been acquired illegally by people. Therefore, now we are liaising with the authorities to ensure that what due the people of Medina must be given back to the people of Medina. Unless we are able to, or until we are able to do that, it will be very difficult for us to get this trotro off the shoulders of the street. That notwithstanding, we supposed to also drive them back to the main station. But they are saying that over there they don't have a terminal, meaning they don't have a loading portion. So if they don't have a loading portions, it will be unusual for us to enforce them into that particular station. So we are now trying as much as possible to get the other side of the station back to them so that they can start operating from that end. Because the fatal accident on that particular road is very, very appalling. I mean, it's not the best. And I need to stop it. Yeah.
That's laudable. And again, like Philip said, congratulations for the work done. Honorable, we also know that with some of these projects, right, in the short term, it's not really an issue. The problem is long-term enforceability of the rules. What is your plan to ensure that a year from today, if we go back to the Medina Footbridge and even the one closer to Adenta, there will be some enforcement of the rules and will not go back to the norm? What can you say about that?
Thank you very much. I can assure you, with my presence involved, there is no way that people will go back to the normal way of crossing the median. That is crossing the main street of the road. Most of the times, you see myself, by good self, the coordinating director, and most of them being patrolling at that particular corridors of the stretch. I normally come there, support the task force. Even this morning, I was there. I passed there with them early morning before I left. I was there around 6 to 7, and I left to a particular meeting at East Legon before coming back to the assembly. So I can assure you, my brother, with myself involved in this work, rest assured, going back to the norms of the old days will never happen.
Interesting.
Will never happen. The enforcement is going to continue until the people themselves, or we, the pedestrians ourselves, decide that yes, we now comply with all the system, all the structures of the street.
Yes, whilst we trust in the assurances you are giving us, right, we would also want to know the concrete measures being put in place, are you suggesting to us that there's going to be active presence on the grounds, and I'm referring to your task force all through the year, or you are looking at other innovative means, maybe collaborating with the police, for example? Are there any plans you can share with us as to how you intend to go about this?
Yes, so far, we have decided with the police. We have decided, even we bring partly with the, how do you call it, National Road Safety. We brought them on board to also support us with an innovative ideas. That's what can we do to ensure a lasting solution for this menace. And they are also bringing some ideas on board. One is that the collaboration between the police and the task force will be continuous. That's one, no any distance to which it should be continuous. Because when the presence of the task force, the presence of the police are always seen at the particular junction, that alone deters the people to use the footbridge. But when we also go to sleep, God forbid, that is where the problem arises again. But currently, I can assure you that we are ready to make sure that we enforce the laws. Everyone will be using. In fact, we are even bringing out a certain community to both the churches, the mosques, and everything. We've done the first one. This one, we are bringing it to also let them know that henceforth, if you are being caught using the media, you'll be charged.
Interesting.
Be charged, yes. There'll be a spot fine, and then there'll be a proceedings to, yeah.
There's also another challenge or concern around traders who have taken over the footbridge and have turned the place into some kind of, temporary selling point. What was the plan for them as well?
Yeah, you see, if you look at that footbridge itself currently, you realize that as we speak, there's no one hawking or trading on that particular stretch of the footbridge. We also make sure that every day the patrols will go there in the morning. After every 2 hours, you'll be patrolling on that particular stretch.
Yeah.
So that we can get the people off the footbridge silent. Because if we allow them, what is going to happen is that there's going to be a nucleation between the pedestrians and the people selling their wares. Where if care is not taken, it ends up in a fight. Because sometimes when they are walking, I will mistakenly step on your item, and then it will not bring a good rapport between the two of us. So we also make sure that that particular selling of the items on the footbridge is no.
And when I said, traders, by extension, I also mean some persons who use that as, a begging spot as well. So we see some people begging for alms, begging for money. All of them are also going to be moved out of the walkway on the footbridge, I want to believe.
With the issue of the beggars on that particular stretch, and then not only that, but even when you go back to where the traffic lights are mounted, you see some of them. In fact, last 3 months, we were able to decongest most of them through the Ghana Immigration Service.
Yeah.
And then we are rolling it up again to get them all over the street. Not even that place alone. If you move towards the direction to the police station, after the police station, going to taxi rank, you see them playing. It is not the best. And then we are doing everything possible, again, with the immigration, to get them and then, deport them back to their various places. Those are the things that we can do to ensure sanity and keep the place tidy without any littering around. But they are the same people who mess the places. They are the same people who litter around. They are the same people who use those places to mitigate, to even put a whole lot of nonsense. So we are doing everything possible to get all of them out of the street. But like I said, we begin from 1 to 2 and from 2 to 3. So that is exactly what we are doing.
Your assurances on getting the footbridge rid of these traders and these vagrants have been taken. I will be following closely. But Honorable, if you permit me, I just wanted to take you out of this issue you are discussing to other very important issues affecting residents under your watch. And I would want to start off with a demolition exercise that your assembly undertook in September last year. And I'm referring to the Redco, slum area. What is the state of affairs there now? Because we are also being informed that, pockets of slums are emerging again in the aftermath of your demolition exercise. What's the long-term plan for the assembly?
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, like I earlier mentioned, government has large portions of lands in Madina, including that of the record, as we are mentioning. But some way, somehow, some people find their ways through and change documents, put their names as owners of the places. As a son of the community, I know verily that those areas in 1980s, some of us, we even took, how they call it, our cattle, grazing on that particular stretch of the area. So we verily know that those areas are meant for government. And all indications currently, all documentations currently, regardless of the persons behind it, finding their way to register some lands and whatever, but every indication shows that it is a government property. From the September 12th demolition, we have taken it up that anybody who comes there with a slum or any other container or whatever, we clear the person up, or we clear the person from that particular area. Currently, that is what we did, again, as the last 3 weeks. For this week, I can assure you, if you go there now, there is no any single container or any other structure being put, apart from the market women who are selling by the roadside. Sometimes they put some mini form of containers, mini form of kiosks, mini form of structures, just as a table, miniature of a container to be selling their waste. Apart from those ones, no any other emerging slums have been taken over by that place.
Thank you,
and
sir.
Therefore, we are also waiting for a government decision on that area. So we were invited, and when we went through the normal processes, and then we are waiting for final call on that.
Thank you so much for your time. But just before you take leave of us, you are also being informed that some residents in your area don't have water. Are there plans to address those concerns for them briefly before you go?
That you don't have water.
Water not running through your taps.
If you can.
We'll get the areas and send it to you so you follow up on it for us.
But with some of the areas like upper side of Danfa, which is the higher court, the site, the utility areas, there are some few areas without water. Currently, we are sinking a borehole for the residents within the area.
All right.
And that is what we are doing currently for a short-term measures for them to be also getting the free flow of the water.
Thank you so much for your time. We are grateful. We'll come back and follow up on all the issues you've raised on the show today. So you heard the Ibrahim Faila.
Yeah.
Faila. The name is Faila.
Faila.
Yes. F-A-I-L-A.
F-A-I-L-A.
Good. And maybe the regional minister would have to let you teach your other.
Yeah. My boss Bernard will say.
Oh yes, I will teach all of them.
My boss
to manage the environment.
My boss will say he's a big man.
Yeah.
No, Madina is a big area.
Yeah.
And even in terms of like the voter populace, right? It's one of the largest constituencies.
That's
the MP is Sosu, Francis Xavier Sosu. You know, it goes all the way to parts of Danfa.
Yeah.
You know, stretching from like Legon. You know, it's a big constituency. Exactly, and the issues are a lot. Obviously, we can't exhaust all of them on the show. It would be great to have him in studio one time to look at what they are doing. But I've seen improvements. You know, I used the stretch yesterday. I saw improvement in traffic flow.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Nice. You know, so that's great. And want to comment. You know, initially they fixed the mesh and some people cut it. Charlie, you don't even understand.
Ghana with it.
It's unbelievable.
But this one, I like the fact that the guards are there. They are stationed there. So whatever action you take, it certainly will be met with some sort of reaction. You saw the cane? I was holding
yeah, I saw you.
Let's do Breakfast Daily here on Channel One TV. We'll bring you more on the show. We'll take a quick break here. When we come back, we'll bring you an exciting conversation. Stay with us.
Let's get into the world of sports like never before.
No one ball, what back.
You know how we do it on Fridays.
Join us every Friday at 7 p.m. on 97.3 City FM for Sports Panorama, your ultimate destination for all things sports.
One of the biggest scandals in this country's history. You can't spend 250 million USD and come out with that.
From the thrill of association football to the excitement of basketball, tennis, athletics, and even emerging sports, we cover it all. Whether it's the Premier League or the latest NBA showdown, we bring you the stories behind the stars.
Getting an opportunity to become a national team coach, he should understand the politics around football.
And don't miss the prayer of the rabbi.
Joe was Zebaut.
How Zebaut there?
Zebaut won Chaboke.
We're not just about the games, we're about the community.
If you are going to be given this kind of treatment, then you need to be that guy. When I look at him play, he is not it.
Or when it's time for Don't Call Me. Join the conversation as we connect with fans across the country and beyond. What's the latest updates? Send us your thoughts and we'll feature your comments live on air. And remember, we like to hear your predictions for matches and your thoughts in general. Think you know who's going to win? Let us know.
Big shout outs to my YouTube people.
Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. only on 97.3 City FM. Sports Panorama, where sports come alive.
Amen.
Sports Panorama, your weekly sports fix. Don't miss out on the action. Sports Panorama. Catch the excitement every Friday.
It's time to promote volunteerism, active citizenship, and patriotism in Ghanaian society,
where we shine the spotlight on the unsung heroes among us.
Today, we're not just launching a program, we're igniting a revolution of skills, dreams, and hope.
On Volunteers TV, we highlight and celebrate people and groups that are great examples to us all.
Every single region in Ghana, we're doing something.
Good.
So no one's being left behind.
Over 800 kids that come to school, so having an extra classroom, extra resources will be really, really beneficial.
If you're a volunteer, you're actually serving because you are giving up your time and resources for nothing in return.
Volunteers TV, Sunday at 6:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
I'm grateful that you stayed with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. I told you that after the break, we'll be having an exciting conversation, which conversation is on cervical cancer. It's this month, and we are creating a lot of awareness on that. But in studio for us to have conversations around that is Dr. Conniewood, that's Colleen Wood, William Goldie, resident of obstetrics and gynecologist, member of the Medical Women Association of Ghana, and she is in studio with us. We also have Dr. Anita Momotibo, family physician, Kolebu Polyclinic, and also a member of MWAG. You are welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
How are we doing?
Great. Thank you.
We are doing fine, right?
Yes.
Let me start with you, Goldie, Dr. Goldie. I like the Goldie is like very short to mention.
That's okay.
Yeah. Apart from the name Colleen Wood, is that your surname?
Yeah, that's my surname.
Oh, are you a Fanti?
Exactly.
Okay, okay, that's how come you have Colleen Wood.
Yes.
Okay, okay. How is the education on cervical cancer going like in the country recently?
It's going great, very great, precisely because the national rollout for vaccination started late last year. So the noise is quite, loud and everyone is talking about it. So I would say it's going great.
Okay, good. Dr. Sibo, let's start with this. What is cervical cancer?
Okay, so cervical cancer is a cancer that affects the cervix. So now the cervix is the part of the female reproductive tract between the vagina and then the womb. So in local parlance, we usually say the neck of the womb. So when we are speaking to our patients, we say awodenano. So the cervix is that area. Okay, so when you have cancer affecting that area, then it's cervical cancer.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
And obviously, since men don't have cervixes, it's a cancer that affects primarily women. Yes.
Good. And Goldie, what are the causes of cervical cancer? Maybe somebody's watching us today or hearing of it for the very first time.
Yeah.
Causes.
Okay, so cervical cancer is one of those cancers that are not really passed down in terms of genetics. Okay, it's very preventable, and there are different types, but largely one of the causes is having persistent HPV infection.
Oh, wow.
That's a human papilloma virus infection.
So there's a link?
Yes, there's a big link, a very significant link. So something like smoking, okay, and having a reduced immunity like HIV stand on its own, but majority, more than 90% of the cause of cervical cancer has been linked to persistent human papilloma virus infection. And for you to, shall I say, get infected with that virus, early coitus, to be specific, when you initiate sex too early in life.
At what age?
The research shows that below, you see, it's age stratification. If you are below 18 and your first sexual encounter is below 18, your risk of acquiring the infection is higher than those above 18.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So if early sexual initiation is one of the major factors, and also having multiple sexual partners or having high-risk partners. Okay.
Wow.
Yes. And multiparity, because you see, once you're having a lot of children, it's possible that they all not belong to one person most of the time, not all the time. That has also been linked. And if you keep acquiring other sexually transmitted infections, then you have a very high risk of acquiring HPV. And then it will stay there calmly, quietly, you know, for close to 10 to 30 years. You may not see anything. Yes. You may not, you won't see it. Some people get the infection and then they heal from it. But others too, somehow, unfortunately, it stays there quietly over the years as a young woman, teenager, then it will be there, not going, not healing, not regressing. Then it's changing, you know, how the cervix is like or looks like or functions, and the cells there. Then by the time you know it peaks around the 40s, when you are, you know, a working class, you are all there, then it starts causing problems.
Wow, this is interesting. So what are some of the symptoms you see, Dr. Anita? Now, from what you've said, as low before 18 or 18 and above, and it's going to peak by 40. What are some of the symptoms you see to say, hey, I'll have to pay attention to this?
Okay, so like Goldie said, it's a very long life cycle for the virus. So initially you have the infection stage where you are infected by the HPV. And when you are infected by HPV, there are no symptoms. So you that are only visible when we do certain investigations. At that stage too, you might not have symptoms. Then it progresses to the cancerous stage. There you start having abnormal offensive vaginal discharge. You might be having pain during sexual intercourse. If it spreads beyond, you might start having bleeding after sexual or even during sexual intercourse. If it goes beyond the cervix, the womb, it starts affecting other parts of the organs around there. You can have problems with urination, problems with defecation, pain. If it goes beyond into your brain, then that means it's spread. then weight
into your
loss.
brain.
Yes.
It runs into your brain.
Yes, cancer can spread throughout your body and can enter your brain. So you can have seizures and then fatal, eventually death. So that is the life cycle. But once again, remember she said you have 10 to 30 years. So we usually say an average of 15 years. So that is why we are making the noise, because within that time, there is so much you can change. Even when you have the precancerous lesions, there is so much you can change. We have colposcopy. They can actually go in and burn the area of the precancerous lesions. So, and with that, it is curable. So it's actually one of the cancers that if you catch early, you can cure, and then you won't have any problems later.
Wow.
So that is why we are making noise about it.
But Godi, is there a way someone can go for screening? Maybe I haven't seen any symptom yet, but once a while I'd have to go in for screening and see whether there is something like that there. What will be your recommendation? How often should a person go for screening? Which facilities? And yeah, those questions like that.
Okay, so first of all, we have 3 steps, but before the screening, the most important thing we see is to protect our teenagers. That's where it starts from.
Okay.
The education and then the vaccination.
So have you been to some senior high schools to do the education
yes,
and all that?
Yes. On personal levels, on the Medical Women's Association level, other groups that call us to give talks and all that. Yes, we do all these things. The education has to go wide, and then the vaccination. So primarily, if we protect our teenagers, then we are protecting our future mothers, our daughters, our aunties. That's primarily. Then when you go out of that cohort, then the screening comes in. Okay, between before 29 years, you can screen with just the pap smear.
Yeah,
but
pap
after
smear.
30, then now you go with the co-testing. That means you do the pap smear, okay, which you look at the cells and see whether you are even developing any pre-malignant lesion, as Dr. Tibor said. And then the the test is to detect the HPV, whether it is there, and what can be done so that you can be followed up. We have a plan. If it is there, then we know how to follow you up. So below the 20, we go for the 3 years. And then now we go for the 5 years. Then after 65, if for the past 10 years you've been screening and it's been negative, then we just, stop the screening there. And for the screening, people say the speculum is uncomfortable. That's what, because social media, all these things are going round and round and it's pain. But I always say, and I've always been saying that small discomfort is nothing compared to the pain cervical cancer can cause you. The physical pain, okay, what it takes from you, from the quality of life, the anemia, the not being able to eat, the weight loss.
There is this emotional suffering there when you have cervical cancer.
Yes, it takes a lot out of the life of a woman.
Wow.
It does, and women contribute a lot to our economic, status as a nation. We do a lot as women, so it takes a lot from the individual, the families, and even the nation as a goal. Losing human resources. Yes, it does. So the screening, as I was saying, is quite important so that we catch it early, so that we can cure it when you catch it early.
Is it expensive? What does it take for you to go in for the screening? I heard you say prevention. So there's a vaccine that you're going to take to prevent you from contracting, is that it?
Yes.
But is it expensive?
So currently so that is one piece of good news that we have.
Oh,
so
nice.
like you mentioned, last year, the country actually rolled out the HPV vaccination for girls between 9 to 14 years. So it's something we've been making noise about every year. Advocacy for it to be included in the extended immunization program as a country. And so that has been done. So for children, for girls 9 to 14 years, as part of the EPI, it is free. When it comes to the other ages, so young women, older women, they would have to go to facilities to purchase the vaccine. And it depends on the different kinds of vaccines. And for those ones, unfortunately, they are not as cheap So it can go anywhere between 1,000 to 3,000 per shot.
Oh, wow.
And
per shot?
Yes.
And how many shots do you need?
According to international guidelines, you need 3 shots.
3 shots.
Yes.
So 3,000 by 3, 9,000.
Yes. But depending on, so another piece of good news is the Society of Obstetricians and Gynecologists of Ghana also have guidelines which came out this year. And so based on that, some people can get away with 1 shot or 2 shots. Yeah, so based on your risk stratification, you might not need to get all the 3 shots. So that is for the vaccination. When it comes to the screening, there are different kinds of screening. So we have the VIA where we look at the cervix, we use vinegar to bathe the cervix, and then we look at any changes. That one is relatively cheaper. So at my facility, we have a women's clinic that runs on Thursday afternoons from 12 to 2. It's about 50 cedis over there.
Okay.
I don't know about the price at different places. But this month, we will be running screening campaigns. We don't have the details yet. But today, for example, Medical Women's Association of Ghana is launching the cervical cancer awareness program in Formena, Ashanti region. So they will be doing some free screening. It's currently going on. Yes. So they'll be doing some free screening over there. Yes. So we'll be running those different campaigns at different areas. So as and when the details come out, we will publicize them.
So unfortunately, we have limited time here, so
Yeah.
we won't be able to talk about everything. But Dr. Goldie, will you want to share with us how would someone be able to get in touch with the Medical Women Association of Ghana, or get in touch with someone that, okay, I would want to ask questions about this, or the person has to go to a health facility?
Yes, thank you very much. So you can go to the nearest health facility. Most district and municipal hospitals have beautiful setups in terms of they have the reproductive health units, they have the obs and gyne, which they usually say maternity units, well structured. You can speak to any obstetrician, gynecologist, and you get the information you need. You'll be directed to where you can get the screening done. It's a very well organized structure. At Greater Accra region, we have a family planning unit, but it does a lot of things. As she said, we do the PAP, co-testing, we do the colposcopy, we do the visual VIE. We do all these things, and it's not just January. These things run the entire year. So it should be part of the checklist. So you just need to enter a facility and just ask, no matter the level or where you are.
This is interesting. Final words from you, 30 seconds, 30 seconds to Anita as well.
Okay, so I would say that every woman should have a screening on her checklist this year.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Let's get the word out. Everybody should know about cervical cancer so they know how to prevent it.
Very important. So get the word out. You heard it from Dr. Anita Momo Thibault, family physician from Korle Bu Polyclinic and also a member of MWAC, and also Dr. Colin Wood William Goldie, a resident obstetrics gynecologist and member of MWAC. Make sure that you get that female friend, your sister, your mother, your girlfriend, your grandmother to check today, because it's very important. We take a quick break here. When we come back, we bring you more on the show.
See, the way I've been suffering here, finally God has listened to my prayers. Let me tell you something. This interview I come to do, if you not get me, man, Ayuba already there. At the vibe as Ayuba. I want a nice looking lady. Nice one like that.
Get ready for all the shenanigans, the gossip, the gisting, and the jiving. The typical happenings at a Ghanaian pub, aka Sport.
Now listen here.
Everything was sauce. Charlie, this one no suspicion.
So good. That's the girl she feel me. Hey, but just now they bring the truth. Some scene will happen for the counter back then.
No, the girl. I'm here with these guys trying to prepare a surprise proposal party for you. And you are here chilling with this guy.
Don't miss this fun and engaging TV series, Junction 5, on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Habibi, my people, welcome to Dubai. My name is Sheikh Alkal bin Maktoum. Okay, so I am Caleb, right? Caleb Kuda is my name, and this is Beyond Borders on Channel 1 Television. We are in Dubai. So join me. Let us explore the allure, the beauty, and the reality of life and living it in Dubai through the eyes and the experiences of our compatriots.
Imagine 6 people, 10 people sharing a common room together.
If you're not chinampe, na complain there in the sense, why you are share one rooms now? It doesn't smell pleasant. Or hunting no complaints now be bring to the fair no tomb.
Dubai is one of the most organized, highly resourced, and well-endowed countries you would find.
You've been here for 7 months.
Yes.
Without a job.
Yeah.
How is it like?
So hard.
Tell me about it.
Struggling, renting and feeding is so hard.
Every frame per second of their lives in Dubai tells a story, and we've got it all captured right here on Beyond Borders, only on Channel 1 Television. So don't get told, don't miss out. Catch these compelling stories of Ghanaians in Dubai only on Beyond Borders on Channel 1 TV.
Beyond Borders airs every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV and is brought to you by Copen Hospitality.
Well, hello and welcome to Entertainment Highlights on Breakfast Daily. My name is Ni Komete Kome, and this is proudly powered by GhanaWeekend.com. Log on to GhanaWeekend.com today. Now to our first highlight. The 10th edition of the Heritage Caravan sold out in less than 12 hours after its launch on January 12, showing how strongly the event has grown in popularity over the years. Organized by Channel 1 TV and City FM, the 8-day tour will take place from March 1 to March 8, 2026, traveling through 14 regions of Ghana. To mark its 10th anniversary, the organizers have expanded the trip to 4 buses, allowing more people to take part. Participants will enjoy a blend of travel, culture, music, and food, including live performances by the Inchinchim Band and DJ Mengo, as well as carefully selected regional dishes. A major highlight will be a 2-night stay at the Northern region, giving patrons a deeper experience of local culture and hospitality. Now to our next highlight. Wendy Shay was crowned Best Female Artist West Africa at the 9th edition of the African Music Magazine Awards, AFRIMA, held in Lagos, Nigeria, in recognition of her strong impact and consistency on the regional music scene. The award celebrates her chart-topping releases, energetic performances, and growing influence across West Africa. In reacting to the win, Wendy Shay gave a special credit to Tracy for helping her hit song Too Late gain viral attention, noting the importance of teamwork and creativity in her success. Her victory also highlights Ghana's rising profile on the African music stage as she joins other top continental acts honored at the event.
And I want to say thank you to my partners and label, Raptown Records and 1RPM. I want to say thank you to my baby Tracy Shay for dancing to Too Late. It went viral because of her.
Ghanaian YouTuber and travel vlogger Woody Maya shared an emotional personal milestone on January 11, 2026, posting a photo of himself kissing his wife's baby bump as he opened up about their long journey to parenthood. He revealed that the couple were told in September 2021 they could not have children, yet he proposed just 3 months later, and they married in September 2022. on a date that also marked the anniversary of his wife's mother's passing. Now, over the years, they endured 6 miscarriages before finally receiving joyful news in 2025 that they were expecting again. His message, centered on resilience, faith, and hope, has drawn widespread support and admiration from his fans and public figures alike. Now to our next highlight. Mr. Beast, born Jimmy Donaldson, has selected 10 content creators to travel to Ghana as part of his global 1 billion Acts of Kindness initiative, which focuses on large-scale humanitarian and community-driven projects. The visit will see the creators carry out and document impactful activities that highlight Ghanaian communities, culture, and development, bringing international attention to the country. Now, Mr. Beast is known for using his massive digital influence for philanthropy. Mr. Beast's campaign aims to inspire people worldwide to take part in acts of generosity, while the Ghana edition is already generating strong excitement among fans and creators.
We're gonna go to Ghana later this year, and we're gonna, there's this village that desperately needs help, and we're gonna go there, we're gonna build a hospital, we're going to help them with food, we're gonna build wells there, supply them with water, education, go there and completely transform the entire village, and we're all gonna make content together and help inspire more people to do good. So give them a round of applause.
And that wraps up today's entertainment highlights on Breakfast Daily. From music and movies to cultural and celebrity news, we'll keep bringing you the stories shaping the creative world. I am Ni Komite Kome. Stay tuned for more.
And of course, stay tuned for more. GhanaWeekend.com. That is where your entertainment is. But for now, let's bring you what is happening in the world of sports. Yao Minta is here. Yao Mint. Charlie Roman, they say what?
Right now, 2026, that's started off on a very hot note. I mean, from economics, from politics, we see what's happening with Donald Trump and Venezuela. We see what's happening with MPP, even on the low side, local side. And now, you look at sports. Chelsea have sacked their coach. Man United have sacked their coach. Real Madrid just sacked their coach. Liverpool, they are also.
Liverpool will not do them.
Oh no! They are looking at possibly sacking their coach. Why? I mean, there are some rumors in there that they are not too happy with the way things are going with their team, especially under Arne Slot. I mean, at the end of the day, they are the defending EPL champions, English Premier League champions, and from the way things look, it's likely going to be either Arsenal or Man City winning the title. And they haven't been impressed with their title defense so far.
It looks like
season.
Arsenal is solid, right?
Yeah, Arsenal is very solid. And now there's more heat on Arne Slot because Xabi Alonso is a Liverpool player.
Oh, okay.
He played for Liverpool in his playing career. He won the Champions League with Liverpool before he moved over to Real Madrid and played with Real Madrid. And after his football playing career was done, he moved into coaching. And he did a wonderful job at Bayer Leverkusen in the German league. He helped them win the league title. He helped them win the German Cup. Then he moved over to Real Madrid. And it looked like, a full circle moment, kind of. A player who played for Real Madrid, helped them to win the Champions League, coming back to the team to coach the team. It looked like a full circle moment. And unfortunately, it didn't end well because at the end of the day, he wanted to implement his football principles and ideas, but he met a lot of pushback from the players because his system demands a lot of running, tracking down your marker, making sure that you play disciplined football. But, the Real Madrid players, I mean, they have big characters. They are big characters in their national teams, and they have big egos. You know what that comes with. If you are a coach, you want quality players, but quality is a gift and a curse. Quality players also come with big egos, and so you have to find that right balance, and that's what made the careers of managers, top elite managers like Carlo Ancelotti, because he was excellent at man management, not necessarily tactics. He would manage the egos of the players, and that would get them to be able to play for him. But if you're a manager and you have the quality players and the egos are a little bit too much, that's where it becomes a problem. if you're a manager and you have players who have the brilliance but do not have too much of an ego, then you're a blessed man. Because they are very few. The quality players, elite players, they come with big egos. And Alonso sacking, it is down to the players' egos getting in the way. They tuned him out. It was clear that they tuned him out. His messages weren't getting across. And this past weekend, it came to a head. This past weekend, they lost 3-2 to Barcelona in the Spanish Super Cup. That was played in Saudi Arabia as part of their marketing move to promote the league. And Saudi Arabia's move also to ensure that tourism gets into the country, sports tourism. They lost to Barcelona by 3-2. And after the game, Xabi Alonso signaled to the players to give Barcelona a guard of honor. So you line up, and as Barca players walk to the podium, you clap for them, you applaud them. He told them this. Then Mbappe directed the players to move over to the other side and forget about the guard of honor.
Just trying to patch what the coach has said.
He not tried. He quashed it. He did. So if you want to see that video, go to City Sports Online. That story is there. You click on that, the link to that story. You find the video there. They absolutely overruled the directive of the coach, and that was pretty much it. Florentino Perez, the president of Real Madrid, saw that and was like, okay, that's it. Out of here.
Thank you so much. I'm
You're
sure
welcome.
in the course of the week you're going to have a longer conversation of what is happening in the camp of Real Madrid. But anyway, that's how we wrap up today's edition of Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 TV. I did the show with Jude Mensah Duncan. Nana Tufo Boateng started the show. Make sure that you stay with us here on Channel 1 TV because the roundtable discussion, John Mahama 2.0, thematic assessment of year 1 will be happening exactly at 11 a.m. I am Philip Nilate. Many thanks for your time. Keep watching Channel 1 TV.
In a nation full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters face to face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Umaru Sanda Amadou sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
Yes, I am Umaru Sanda Amadou. This is Face to Face, and you're welcome.
I say very often on the floor of Parliament that when we were in government, we got some things right, we got some things wrong.
Are you still planning to go to Parliament, or you want to look at National Party office position?
No, I'll be going back to Parliament. There's an unfinished business which I need to do.
Sports has 3 legs: development, management, and promotion.
Disintegration is extreme. We do not wish that even on your worst enemy.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umaru Sanda Amadou on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel 1 TV.
The Sweet Roots Secondary School Swesco Alumni Association invites all alumni to its annual all-year groups Thanksgiving and Remembrance Service. There will be remembrance of the departed PACAs and also the launch of the 67th Speech and Prize Giving Day. The date, Sunday the 18th of January 2026. Time, it's 2 p.m. Venue, Cedar Mountain Assemblies of God Church, East Legon. Contact your year